Yo, people, welcome back to the Big Six once again. Another Monday night where we have you covered with all of the latest in the football world over the weekend and beyond. And we got a special guest in the building, Miles. Again, actually, second appearance on the Big Six. So big up to you, brother. Welcome to the show. We're going to be discussing Arsenal real soon. But before we get into that, people, this show is sponsored as well. 15% off Manscaped. Golden grooming kit in my hand right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm even going to open it. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I opened this box this morning, I was a little bit stunned with the visuals, as you can see on screen. Yeah, your golden grooming kit there, people. You want to shave down below? You do it in style, you do it with class. So make sure you check out the link in the description. 15% off Manscaped. Big up to them every single time. Code TB615 if you want to support the channel. Big up everybody in the chat. Let's get into this, boys. How is everybody doing? How's everybody feeling today, man?
Good, man.
Yeah, another Oasis ticket booked for Steve as well. Talk to me. What's going on, bucket hat boy? You're gonna be out there again on the fields.
Wembley, Dunedin Park twice. Wembley at weekend again. It's a Manchester thing, isn't it? You've just got to go with it. They're not going to be around forever. You've just got to follow them, man. And I'm looking forward to it. It's been probably one of the best comebacks I've seen for a band. You know what I mean? They definitely took the country by storm. The atmosphere has been good. Like I said before, you got different generations, the ones that grew up on them like me, and then they split up. And then you've got like my kids' age, you've never seen them, but they've listened to the dad waffling and singing drunk and stuff. And then they're like, together you can enjoy it. So it's been a good vibe. And Wembley's Wembley, innit? It's special. So weekend, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, obviously there's been a lot of bombers going on. Another man in a bucket hat has been giving us all of the gossip in the group chat. Me and SAEED have been reporting it. You know what I mean? Even TOBS is in on the act now as well. He's become a little bit of a transfer guru.
It's so funny.
He's frozen as well. Look at his face. His mugshot.
I was thinking, there's no way he could be sitting there like that. Just
look. Man's on the roof.
This is going to be the most. His pictures get clipped up the most, man.
You do not have to say anything that will harm your defense.
It's too funny. Boy,
that was when we found out that Morgan Gibbs White had signed a contract with Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
He's gone now.
It's funny how you mans have been eating off my club. But I like it. I like your style, brothers. I like your style. Carry on.
There's a lot of stuff happening over there, man. Let the man eat.
I love it, man. I'm embracing it, man. I went on to SAEED TV today to
drop a bomber.
Drop a bomber. You know what I mean? So it's all good, man. Welcome back, Toby, man. Welcome back. We got another picture of you now. That's it. It's going to be plastered all over the Twitter. Don't go anywhere.
I think the last 2 weeks I've seen nothing but myself plastered all over Twitter, bro. For good and for bad. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, you was enjoying that Ghanaian delicacy, wasn't you, on one of your videos, and then someone made it.
How are you enjoying that, bro?
Clip.
Delicious. Listen, every time someone sends me that video, they don't realize, like, I don't take offense to it. It's making me hungry. You're sending me that video. It's making me hungry. I just want to eat.
What is it?
What you eat as well, that's natural. That's how you eat it naturally.
What is it? What was it you eating?
It's fufu and peanut soup. So fufu is obviously the white thing. So it's a bit like you know that thing we had in South Africa with the pepper. It's a bit like that. And then the soup is self-explanatory. The soup is delicious, bro. Delicious, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, listen, we have to start though. For me in North London, because the deal was done. Miles, don't be defensive. I can see it in your face already. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Miles, don't worry, brother. It's not, we come in peace, bro. We're in the boardroom, as they say, from my left. You know what I mean? We're in the boardroom. Gotta speak to you, brother. You know what I mean? The transfers. Gyokeres confirmed, bro. We've all given our opinion on it in the last couple of weeks, but I do want to get your opinion on it right now. Gyokeres, pretty fair fee as well in terms of the current market, the going rate. You got a new number 14 on shirt. How are you feeling about the whole transaction?
Yeah, it's a transaction that I wanted, to be fair. I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't want Sesko. I thought if Sesko's another project striker, we all know that Arteta wanted him. He's going to fill in. He's going to come in and replace Havertz eventually. But it looks like Andre Berta is coming and said, you know what, nah, we got to skip that phase. We're on phase 20 now. Let's try to get to phase 21 and get a striker is gonna give us results now. And I think it's a good sign. And like you said, for the transfer fee, it's amazing because what they initially wanted was at like 70 to 80 million euros or million pounds, I should say, either one. And then Berta's gone in there and said, no, we've negotiated. And then obviously Sporting at one point was looking at, they was holding out there. I think they was trying to get a bidding war going to say, Arsenal, you got to pay more money. But obviously we stuck to our guns and we knew it was eventually going to get the player because we only wanted to come to Arsenal. It's a great signing. It's a signing that we need. It's something different to Havertz. So I don't think that, we should just put Havertz in the bin now and forget about Havertz. I still think Havertz has a big part to play within our season, regardless if it's going to be in the FA Cup, Carling Cup, and the Champions League Cup runs, as well as the Premier League. So, yeah, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy with the signing, man. I'm really happy with the signing. I think it's going to be a good sign. And I think the boys in and around the club need something like that as well. Someone who's, okay, I'm here to come and try and help you guys. And most importantly for me, he wanted to come and play for Arsenal. I don't know if it was a PR stunt because he wanted to try to get out of Sporting, but he said, I only want Arsenal and Arsenal only. I'll take a paycheck. I'll take a pay cut. I don't care what it takes. Just get me here. And it's nice to hear that because most players, obviously, they come to clubs and say, yeah, I've always wanted to play for this club. But if it's good, if it's beneficial for them at the moment of time, they'll go. He wanted to play for Arsenal Football Club and try to take us over the line. So yeah, it's I'm so happy, man. Good signing. I think he's gonna do big things for us this season.
Yeah, I saw a video that went out, and it was literally just a message to Odegaard. I just need assists. Oh. And all he's thinking about that guy is just goals. That's all he's thinking about. He doesn't care how he gets them. He doesn't care if he has to run into a man. He just wants goals.
Listen, that's what he said. I was watching his interview. Would you rather get a last minute winner or a hat trick? And he said, I want a hat trick. He wants goals. And I'm at first I was thinking his goal tally might dip because obviously he takes penalties. And I was thinking, should Saka still be on penalties? And I thought to myself, no. Do you know what? Bakayo's still our guy. But let's get our striker up and running. He's a penalty taker. Haaland takes penalties. Salah takes penalties. All the top strikers in their league take penalties for their club. Isak, they take penalties. So let's give him the penalties. Put him on the penalties from the off. I don't want this, Odegaard, you take one. Saka, you have one for 2 games. No. Give him the penalties. Make him get his numbers up and get his confidence up within the league. And then, yeah, I think he will start good, man. I'm happy, Batiste. I'm telling you, I'm happy because I did not want Benjamin Sesko. I promise you that. If we got Benjamin Sesko, I don't think he's a bad player, but I don't think he's for us right now. If we got Sesko, I think we wouldn't even been in the race. I don't think we would have been. I don't think we would have been in the race. This player here is giving me confidence here, and if we get someone like an SA on top of that, bring it on, Liverpool. Bring it on. Even with them having Isak, and this is not delusion. They still got a strong squad. They got a very good team. But now that we've got someone like Gyokeres now, who's there, who's willing to score goals, a poacher, someone who's going to be in and around the box. There's loads of opportunities, loads of creations we created for Mikel Moreno last season, but he's not an out-and-out striker, and he got goals for us. So a player like Gyokeres with his caliber, who's also done it in the Champions League against Steve's team in the Champions League, scored a hat trick against Man City. I'm not saying that's the barometer, but that's a quality team. So yeah, I think he's ready. I think he's here, man. He's 27. He's built like a brick house. That's one thing. He's massive. He's a big player. So it's looking like he's got the physicalities to cope with the defenders in the league. So yeah, I'm happy, man. I can't wait for him to start. I honestly can't wait for him to start.
Nkunku once got an hat trick against us as well in the Champions League.
Who?
Nkunku at Chelsea. Yeah. So if you want to go off that level, you know.
He did get injured during his first campaign, though. To be fair, like he was out for a long time. I think I don't. Yeah, go on.
No. His numbers speak for itself. Obviously, people are going to say he came from the Portuguese league, and yeah, he might be stat padding against these low quality teams. I give you that, but at the same time, when you're doing it for your country and you're doing it for your club and you're doing it in the highest competition, the reason why I used your club feed is because you're one of the best teams in the world. So to go and score a hat trick against Man City, it must mean something, right? Smart. So that's what I'm saying.
I like the tactics. I like what you're doing here.
So I'm giving you a bit of credit there. I'm not shitting on your team. Just is what it is. But yeah, I think he's going to do good, man. He's going to do good, especially for the price. especially for the price.
Yeah, 54 million. Yeah.
Listen, some of the videos I've seen this week of grown ass men running around with fucking Batman masks on, he better be doing good. That's all I'm saying. He better be doing good.
Nasty.
Listen, I can't speak for that. Me personally, I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's not your style. It's not
your steez.
It's not my steez. I wouldn't promo him like that.
Miles, I know you used to do a bit of acting. What you still do some? You can't do that.
Nah,
Cecil, no, I can't do something. No.
When I see that, I'm like, guys, I get it. I love the boys. I love Cecil. I love all those boys. I love Lee. But you're putting pressure on him.
It's not even him. It's not even him. They're inviting corn on themselves. But listen, if we stick back onto the striker, like I think there's been far too many think pieces now. Yeah, I think someone with his scoring rate, the last 2-3 seasons for mix of two teams, mix of competitions. Sometimes football is a simple game, honestly. Like a team creates chances but don't have a striker. A striker is scoring goals and then goes to a team that creates chances. If you put those two things together, surely he's bound to score goals at the better team. Like, surely. I don't think it's that difficult. Now, I'm not saying he's as good as Aubameyang, right? But I remember you lot signed Lacazette for 50-odd million or something like that in the 17-18 season. He wasn't scoring goals. In January, I remember Arsenal were linked with Aubameyang. And I saw people questioning that move. I'm like, what is there to question? The guy's clapping goals. He scores goals. That's his MO. He scores goals. And lo and behold, he goes to Arsenal. He scores goals. What? He scored what? Like, I think he was like 1 or 2 goals off 100 goals in like what? Like 3 seasons? 3-4 seasons? Come on.
Won a golden boot as well. Won a golden boot with Salah and Mane the same season. Yeah. They all shared it. So yeah, like you said, 1 + 1 = 2, and this is an easy equation for me, man. Like you said, we create loads of chances, and all we need is a goal scorer. And now we've got it. I've heard you guys multiple times say for the past 2 years, and loads of other people, Arsenal need a goal scorer. We need a goal scorer, and now we finally got one. So let's see what happens. I mean, I'm confident.
This is the last excuse now for Arteta, then, Miles. Is this the last? You know what I mean?
No, I don't think he's chill out there. There's no excuses. He ain't made excuses.
No, I'm just saying, this is surely, 800 million now spent, nearly $1 billion now. You know what I mean? This is it now. This is the striker that we all wanted, the missing piece. Surely this is it now for Arteta to now deliver and win that Premier League. Surely.
Yeah. This should be the last piece. Yeah, this is the last piece.
I'm with Toby. You know that. I think Toby's spot on about think tanks. I've read articles and tweet threads and Instagram threads on this Gyokeres, as my brother calls him, SAEED TV in the building.
That's not me, it's Troops, but yeah, go ahead.
Was it Troops calls him? Did Troops call him that? I heard it, you say it. Sorry, big up Troops calling him Gyokeres, yeah. And it's just.
It was SAEED when he thought he was going to Manchester.
Yeah. When he thought,
Now he's at Arsenal. He's not Gyokeres.
Now he's walking it back. He's Tesco's potentially going to United. So now
it's not Tesco anymore.
Nice Benjamin Tesco.
Carry on.
Tesco's turning into Waitrose now.
Yeah. Benjamin Waitrose. Brilliant.
Benjamin Waitrose.
Brilliant.
Hey.
But I think like Toby. No, I don't think like Toby always. But on this situation, I think like Toby. I think some equations are very simple in football, and you put a certified goal scorer, and you add him to a team that creates chances and is dying out for someone in the box to just stop talking shit when you're in the box. You know, one of them ones. You know, when you're in the box, stop talking shit. Yeah. And he's one of those strikers that won't always look pretty. There will be comps made, 100%. There will be comps made of this fella, but I think he will score goals.
What kind of comps?
I'm talking about touch control and poise. He's not going to be that. He's built like a brick house and he plays like a brick house. I know there's going to be clips of him scoring delicate chips and this and that. He's not that guy. But what he is, like he's been talking, is he lives for goals. Whether it's at Coventry, the best of times at Coventry, of course, there's the whole Portuguese league, etc. That's going to carry, people are going to question him on it. But I think he'll do well. I think he's been well sourced in terms of well scouted. I don't think you've just decided to sign him. I think you've tracked him for a little while. The only thing I'm asking Arsenal fans, I'm going to ask you the same question, is there's a lot of dilemmas about oh, Arteta wanted Sesko. Is that actually a thing? And can anyone vouch for that? Because that could be an issue. Because if the new sporting directors rolled into town and said, you want Sesko? No, we're going for Gyokeres. Gyokeres, I can't be calling him Gyokeres, man. Fuck that. Gyokeres, yeah. Gyokeres. If he's switched targets and he's got the power to switch targets, will Arteta back him fully all the time, even when shit hits the fan slightly? If you know what I mean. If you know when it's the manager's not the first choice, it's not his first choice. And is that true? We don't even know if it's true, is it?
We don't know if it's 100% true, but we can only go off that we've been chasing him for the past 2 years. So we can only assume that it is true. And the type of profile he is, you could see he's more of an upgrade on Kai Havertz. So there's two different profiles. He's a completely different type of striker to Gyokeres. Like you said, Gyokeres is he's not the best on the eye. He ain't got the best touch. He's a brute. He's gonna try and run through you, a bit like Haaland to some degree. I'm not saying he's a better goal scorer, Haaland. I'm not comparing him. Just saying, not just a completely different type of players. But yeah, I don't think Arteta wanted him initially, but now that we've landed him, I think he's gonna have to do what he has to do and try and get the best out of him, because that's what you're getting paid to do. And Mikel Arteta, you can't throw your toys out the pram now, because you've got 95% of the players that you actually wanted. So this is your squad. So if there's one person that you don't want, and he's your squad now, but he's still got the arsenal to score you to score you goals, you have to make it work. Even if that means changing your tactics or swapping around certain players to get the best out of him.
That's what I'm intrigued to see, tactically, because I've been an Arteta fan until last 18 months, where I think he's become too pragmatic. And last season, how'd you unbecome? Is it unbecome a fan? You know what I mean?
Retract your allegiance.
How'd you revert back to what you?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him. Yeah, I unbecame him. That's not a word. we run with it. Yeah?
Unbecame him.
Unbecame a fan. Yeah, unbecame a fan. But I'm intrigued to see how because you're right. I do think he has to make a slight adjustment tactically, because he's a total different striker to anyone that you've got currently on your books. So I'm intrigued to see how you play it.
Do you think he's really going to have to change that much, though?
Yeah, Toby,
yeah,
you know this. I think so,
Tobes.
I think they will, Toby.
Toby, let me tell you this. What I was going to say. Let me tell you this. When City bought Haaland, everybody thought, that's it, the league's over, we got Erling Haaland. If I can tell you from my point of view, the difference that he brought to the team, not only positively, but negatively, because Manchester City for the past seasons before Haaland was a fast-moving machine. It would all look very slick. It all looked very intricate. We had a number 9, false 9 dropping in. Everything looked great. Then all of a sudden, you got Big Earl up front. Now, what I was trying to say to people is, you all of a sudden, the fans start to expect, give the ball to Haaland, give the ball to Haaland. Then when he doesn't get the ball, it's the excuse, but they're not giving the ball to Haaland. Then all of a sudden, what happens is you play against teams who think, right, let's lock Haaland up. So he spends 50, 60% of the game literally wrestling. Højlund's had a similar problem, wrestling and fighting. This is where your tactics come into play, because this is where you say, okay, today might not be your day, Haaland. You might not have the space to get in behind, but what you can do is you can wrestle with them centre-backs. That's when you Odegaard. That's when your players from midfield find that space in front of the area where they can kill. Last season, Manchester City had the space. They didn't have killers. They had Kovacic, Gundogan, and fucking Ruben Diaz there. So teams were going, let them have the ball. If you wrestling Gyokeres and the ball breaks out and you've got maybe a Saka coming inside, or you've got Odegaard edge of the box, that's where they'll kill you. And there's going to be games where the ball comes in at pace. It's going to be bouncing off him. He's not going to look pretty, like GRIZZ said, and fans can get frustrated. So Arteta's definitely got to change his tactics, because if it's not going the way of Gyokeres, there's got to be another way. Manchester City had another way where they take Haaland off, they put Foden in as a striker, or they bring Julian Alvarez on. And then you've got to know, in some games, teams are going to come toe-to-toe with Arsenal and think, we'll beat Arsenal. That's when there's a load of space behind. That's when Odegaard's got to find that ball over the top. He can run into the space. But when you come against the other teams and they're blocking it out, that's when it becomes, right, how do we create chances? And when it's a tight 8 men, and you've got Gyokeres in the middle and you've got Saka and Martinelli on the sides, and it's getting frustrated and getting blocked. And I've seen it with Haaland. Up at the treble-winning season, we played Arsenal at the Emirates, who went toe-to-toe with us. We beat them. The following game, we went to Nottingham Forest, and we drew 1-1, and we were awful. We couldn't get through. Haaland didn't have a touch of the ball. And this is the kind of differences we had. And then Pep tweaked it and changed it a little bit. And we went and won the treble. So all I'm saying with Gyokeres is he's going to change it, because Arsenal don't play with a big lump of a 9. And he is a gunman, and he will put them chances away. But what I'm trying to tell Arsenal fans is there's going to be games where the important players won't be Gyokeres. It'll be Odegaard. It'll be Declan Rice. It'll be people being clever. So, you know, when you used to see Jack Grealish get the ball on the left and you think beat the man and cross it, but he didn't. He'd draw 2 men out and then he'd play it in fast in the middle. That's creating space for Erling and stuff like that. So Arteta's a Pep man. He knows what he's got to do. And I think that people have got to be patient with him. I feel like there will be, if he doesn't score, the first game the other year, Charity Shield, Nunes bags the winner. Haaland missed a sitter. And then everyone's going crazy. This is what's going to happen. But Arteta's got to stick to his point. He's got to bring them tactics into play. And I think the most important players over a season, yes, he'll be the man that finishes them goals, but there's going to be games where he's not going to have a touch, or certain centre-backs will have him all day. I think he comes up against the elite centre-backs, Verge, Konate. They play against Haaland. They push him around and move him all over the place. Haaland ain't going to win us the game at Anfield. It'll be the players behind that. And I think that's the thing with Gyokeres. He's got certain games he's going to go, you know what? They're locking me up. I've not got no space, but I've got to become a handful. I can't sulk. I can't come deep and get in Odegaard's way. Soon as you come deep, soon as Haaland used to come deep, De Bruyne was going, you need to fuck off, mate. You're in my space. And that's why you have to keep him high up the line. And I think Gyokeres will be the same. Don't get frustrated. I don't want to see you coming deep. I don't want to see you in the channels. You're no good to me in the channels. You're no good to me deep. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Eventually, we'll get the breakthrough. Happens so many times. Haaland, no touches. All of a sudden, one chance, bang. And that's what I feel like Arsenal is going to be next season. That team. People think they've got Gyokeres locked. And then it's how Odegaard and the players come in from the fucking midfield for me.
Has Steve changed his tune on Gyokeres, lads?
No. I've told you my opinion on it. But when the week when they went, explain it, I didn't have time to explain it because the chat was just going fucking crazy.
Yeah, you're giving context today. You're giving context.
Yeah, so I'm trying to explain it with what I've seen with my own eyes. I've seen Erling Haaland, the best there is, at the number 9, get absolutely locked up off mad teams like Brentford. And then you're thinking, hold on a minute. A football man will watch that game and go, there's no point spamming the balls in the box because they're going to let it clear, bread and butter. And there's no point in putting it into his feet because he's getting manhandled. We've got to tell him to bully the defenders, drag them all over the place and create space for others. And that's what I think the tactical change will be with Arsenal. Otherwise, you're going to get that frustrating play, side to side, cross it in. They won't cross it in because if they cross it in loads of times and spam it in and get caught on transition, Pep don't like that. And Arteta will not like that either. So this is what I'm I can see in my head how it's going to be.
They were doing a lot of crossing last season, though. Quite a lot.
The thing is, I think their counter press is quite good, though. I think for Arsenal, their counter press is quite good. They're for me, Arsenal are pretty good at penning teams in. Even if they are going to revert to throw crosses into the box, I think they play players in the midfield and the defense that that help them win the ball back quite quickly and quite easily. The problem for me when I watched Arsenal last season is you have all the ball, you have the territory, but you don't have the cutting edge to penetrate that defense. So for me, you now have a striker who's got that brute force to engineer his way into the box and find himself at the end of a ball, across a pass or whatever. And then to your point, in games where he is locked out, at the very least, you've got someone who's a nuisance to the defense, and you've got someone to distract you from Bukayo Saka. How many games did we watch of last season where Bukayo Saka's getting triple teamed and nobody cares who's in the box because they're like, it's Kai Havertz. We can leave this guy unmarked. He's still going to miss chances. If you have a gunman in the middle of the box, you can't just leave him idle. You have to put some focus and attention on him. And to your point, when you put that attention on him, it gives others the opportunity to find space that they wouldn't have found last season.
You know, he's got, but I think the pressure's on Odegaard, guys. I know as much as
I
we
agree.
saying Gyokeres is, we want the goals. Now, I don't understand why you're shaking your head, Miles. I think it is.
What kind of false pressure is this? I don't. But go, you explain what you're saying, and
He's had a poor season last season. You know what I mean? The letter, you see the letter. He's like, yo, listen, just get me the assists. I'm bagging the goals. He's very confident now. I think there's going to be a lot of eyes on Odegaard because, listen, even when Aries is looking to take his spot as well, you know what I mean? I'm not going to put Max Dowman in there because I think it's too soon. But what I'm saying is, though, like, there's a big pressure on that Odegaard. You're saying that, Havertz, everyone's saying, well, you can't really play Havertz because Havertz is not on Odegaard's level, etc., etc. Now, you've got a striker who can score goals. So there's not going to be a game where you're seeing Odegaard just hiding, you know what I mean, and say, you know what, I'm going to get the ball from deep. No, you stay in that area and you find Gyokeres. You've got a top-class striker in there. Find him. So I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on Odegaard just as much as Gyokeres for me. So they've got to find that relationship quick. And Odegaard's got to be this creative genius that everyone, these Arsenal fans keep saying. He's got to be there now. So let's see, man. You know what I mean? Big season for Odegaard, man.
I agree with you to some degree. Yeah, there is pressure on him. I don't think there's just as much pressure as there is on Gyokeres. I don't believe that. I think Odegaard last season he had a terrible season. He was riddled with injuries and he couldn't find his form. And like you said, there was no striker there. Kai Havertz was out, and now he's got Mikel Merino to work with. Yes, we're trying to find. He's trying to find a form he had 2 seasons ago when he scored 15 goals. But I think he will find his form again because not even because of Gyokeres, because he's got someone behind him called Zubimendi. He's someone who can turn and get the ball and who can dictate play.
You're going to unlock Odegaard, do you reckon?
It's not even. I wouldn't say he's going to unlock Odegaard, but he's going to give.
Unlock, man.
Yeah.
I like to use that.
I heard Paul Pogba ringing in Steve.
I
don't think he's going to.
I hate that unlocking, man.
But yeah,
I don't think he's going to unlock him like a hidden character from Mortal Kombat. No, I don't think that's going to happen. But he would give him the opportunity to push up more up the pitch now because there was times where our 2 centre backs, Gabriel and Saliba, didn't trust Thomas Partey. They didn't trust him. They didn't trust him deep. You could see it. They bypassed him in the pass. Odegaard is coming deep. He's trying to get the ball and trying to make things happen. But obviously, he needs to be in the 10. He's meant to someone to pass to next, and he's not there. So yeah, I think Zubimendi is going to be a big part of Odegaard's game now, within helping him create because he's going to be occupying that 6th space. But I don't think there's a big pressure on him next season. We want better numbers, but I don't think there's big pressure.
Can I interject, Miles? I hear where SAEED is coming from because he's your captain, and by and large, he's one of your best players, and he's one of the best players in his position in the league and probably in world football. The season that he dropped last year was disastrous, right? And it had an impact on your supposed title attempt, if you want to call it a title challenge. So this season, I'm not like, I get where you're coming from with what Zubimendi can help with, but I looked at Odegaard last year and I saw someone who dwelled on the ball too long in the advanced positions, hid on the wing every single time instead of getting into the thick of the action in the middle of the park. Like, you need to go back to what you were doing the season before last season, because the season before last season, he started off poor, but I think for the majority of the season, he was fantastic. So that season, I think when you finished second and you missed that by a point, I thought he was brilliant for the majority of the season. And the season prior, he was brilliant as well. So yes, Gyokeres, in theory, gives him a better focal point up top to find. But I don't know, man. Me personally, he needs to do more in his own right. When you're in positions to shoot. When you're in positions to pass. Make the right decision. He's got the quality to do it. It's not like Arsenal fans are asking him to do something he can't do. He's done it. But last season, he wasn't doing it. So for me, Gyokeres or not, you can't have a player of that supposed caliber dropping another season like he did last year. I completely hear what SAEED is. I hear where SAEED is coming from.
Yeah, I hear where
and that's why the Eze news. Sorry, one sec. If they sign Eze, for me, that's a further statement of intent, and that should serve as a potential warning. If you don't play well last season, Arsenal didn't really have the option or the luxury to drop you. If you drop stinkers, bro, there's someone there who's going to snatch your chain, bro.
I agree.
This is where I started off by saying I'm all eyes and all pressure in my opinion, is not on Gyokeres or Odegaard or Rice or whatever. It's on the manager and the coach who sets the standards and the tactics. Steve will tell you, Pep actually hated people that crossed the ball early or played the ball forward early. You could see Pep on the sideline, like going mad. Yeah, when they weren't listening to the absolute letter of instruction. Yeah, exactly what he says. This is where I'm saying Arteta needs to be less pragmatic. It's simple as that. If you're seeing Odegaard doing the same thing again and again and again and again, and as a fan you're thinking, why isn't he going for? Then that's instruction. If you're seeing Martinelli do the same thing again and again and again, but you know Martinelli has played differently, that's instruction. That's my opinion. Arteta has to be more attacking and more forward thinking. And if he wants Gyokeres to be a success, then he has to be more attack minded, basically. Because I told you a lot before, I think Arteta has got to that point where he hates losing more than he enjoys winning almost. He hates being transitioned. He hates being countered. You know what I mean? And this is where it's got to change.
Yeah, I agree with some of your points there. Not all your points, but in regarding Arteta, that he needs to change his tactics and he needs to take his hand off the handbrake. Last season, we had no attacking output, boys. And I'm not saying it's an excuse, but it's the facts. Is the facts. You have to control games in different ways. We have to try and win in different ways. Now that we've got better attackers, like you said, we've got someone like Eze who could potentially come in and not replace Odegaard, but can play in the 10. He could play in the left wing. He could play in the 8. A different creative output. I think we're going to get back to our attacking ways. We're going to be on the ball. We're going to be more dominant on the ball because we've got someone like Zubimendi, like I said, who can control tempo. We've got someone like a Norgard, not great on the ball like that, but someone who can come in and step in and see out games when we're winning and winning a 2-3-0. He could come in. He's got the legs, more better legs than Jorginho. So attacking wise, I don't think that's going to be a problem for Arsenal this season. I think we're going to get more GA than we did last season, obviously, because half our strikers are out. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for Arsenal. I just think we just need to carry on doing what we're doing. Defensively, we're one of the best, if not the best in the league. But I think Arteta will adjust his tactics accordingly to who he's playing. But other than that, I think we'll be all right. We'll be fine. I don't think we'll struggle when it comes to creating and scoring goals because we still got great players who can make something out of nothing. Like
but I think even before the players got injured, you were struggling.
Why are you laughing, Steve?
With chance creation.
I just said I've got to turn my lights off because he's bouncing off my bald head. So it just made me laugh.
Sorry.
Big up KJ, S and Suge as well, members. They put up chats about Odegaard. So we basically covered that, I feel, in that segment. Last thing before we move off Arsenal, actually, is just Max Dowman, because the whole of the timeline has been
amazing,
putting up comps and tweets, and everybody's blown away. Obviously, Wanyeri is another player that came through Hull End, Saka, all of them coming off that right hand side, left-footed, exciting talents. I don't know, Miles, what does a good season look for Dowman, Wanyeri in terms of minutes, in terms of contribution? Obviously, one's 15, so really, anything more than cup games is crazy. But yeah.
Even Wanyeri, I want to see him in and around us, getting more starts within the Premier League. Like Toby said, if Odegaard hasn't had the best game last game, maybe start Ethan Wanyeri. I don't think he's going to get dropped, Odegaard, because he's our captain, but there's something I would love to see. I'd love to see him get more starts within the Premier League. But yeah, he definitely needs to get a few more minutes because last season he tailed off a bit when it came to like the running of the Champions League. You could see that he wasn't up to scratch as he was when he first came into the squad. Obviously, he was a new fresh of breath air, and we needed goals. And yeah.
That's a SAEEDism right there. Nice. Yeah. I like it.
A fresh of breath air. And
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We
got SAEED
level.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to see him get a lot more minutes, and which he would, because obviously we're in all 4 competitions, and Arsenal's going to go into. I personally think we're going to go late into all those competitions. So yeah, as Ethan Wanyeri, more minutes. I don't fear that he's not going to get games. People saying, oh, he's not going to play. He's not going to get minutes. He will get minutes. All of them will get minutes. As for Max Dowman, I don't really want to see him get as much minutes as people would love him to get. At the end of the day, like you said, he's 15. And burnout is a real thing, man. And I hear people saying, but
mentally as well.
Yeah, mentally as well as physically, because the Premier League, he's looking good now, pre-season, we all know. nobody's playing at 100% right now. It's all about fitness and keeping fit and not getting injured. That's the main thing for pre-season. Just get your fitness and don't get injured. When it comes to like the Premier League and the running and you're playing competitive football, I don't know if he's ready yet. He might be. I could be wrong, but I don't want to see him week in, week out coming off the bench for Arsenal. No. If we draw a Carling Cup game against, I don't know, respectfully, a Scunthorpe, then yeah, he plays.
Is it 2006 again? Carling Cup? Is it Carling Cup? No, it is.
Sorry, Carabao Cup. Sorry, SAEED.
Auntie.
Carling Cup, Carabao Cup, whatever you want, Energy Boost Cup, whatever you want to call it.
Arsenal used to be good, man. But yeah, go ahead.
He's still doing his GCSEs at the end of the day, and that's
exactly.
not even a joke. That's serious. That's exactly what
Bro,
it is.
it's crazy, man. Listen,
young,
you know
man.
what it is here? He does. Listen, Lamine Yamal got thrown in the deep end by Xavi. He said, "Yo, listen, go and play." You know what I mean? The problem is, though, Arsenal don't have that same luxury. I don't think so. I think La Masia, I think Barcelona pride themselves on playing these youngsters, and we've seen it before. Messi, you know, all these players, Xavi, they go out there and they perform in it. But I just don't see it happening, man. I just think we're kind of caught up in, you know when you have that holiday romance, guys, and you just got to enjoy that holiday romance. You can't just bring it into your real life. You know, what happens in holiday romance happens in
holiday romances.
You know, guys, like, you know what I mean, bro? You have that holiday romance, I think, and then you just enjoy it for that moment. Enjoy what you're seeing right now, and just
what happens in Kenya stays in Kenya.
Yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens in pre-season?
Toby, do you remember Saeed's line?
Good analogy, though, right?
Do you remember Saeed's line in New York? Do you remember Saeed's line in New York?
What was his line again?
Do you remember we caught him trying to...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
What are you telling me? What are you telling me? He came
Yeah. But you get what I'm trying to say, though, isn't it? Like, it's one of them where enjoy it while you can now, but I just don't think it's going to be a reality. Like Carabao Cup, like you said, here and there minutes, but it's just pre-season. But the thing is, though, when you see it, and you're like, wow, bro, he's got all the attributes, bro. He's strong, he protects the ball well, he exhilarates well with the ball. He's actually like unreal. But the reality of him starting Premier League, come on, man, it's a physical game, man.
Yeah,
you know?
And this is a big moment for Arteta to see how he manages his minutes and how he brings him and how he integrates him into the squad. Because, like you said, SAEED, he's doing his GCSEs. I mean, Matisse, he's doing his GCSEs. He's young. He's 15. Like, I don't want to see him rushed into the squad because it might hinder his development after a while. Like, you might plateau and feel like, okay, cool. Maybe I'm not. They could psychologically do damage his confidence. Maybe I'm not good enough for this level, even though we know he is. But just take your time. Take your time. We still got Bukayo Saka out there. We still got Odegaard, who could play in. He's playing the 10. We got Ethan Waneri. We got players that's going to be there before you. So just take your time. Arsenal playing bit by bit. Give him 20 minutes, half an hour. Take your time. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, and that's it, man. That's it, man. Don't rush him, Arsenal. Please don't rush him, man. Don't rush him.
Well, speaking of holidays,
can't rush him. Like you say, the pressure's on him. Everyone's seen the clip, so there's a demand. There'll be especially even more if you have a few games where you've not been at it. The fans will be started demanding the change. I think they've just got to keep him within the club, wrap him in cotton wool, keep him training with the first team all the time. If he was my player, I'd be saying you're training with the best every day, and he'd be in my match day squad. Even if he wasn't on the bench, he'd be in my match day squad, so he gets the feel of coming away with the team on the bus, coming to the ground, coming down, seeing all the fans before the game, just getting him up to match day speed. We know he's got the talent. You look at him, he looks unbelievable, but you've just got and there's a lot of factors in the modern game that we see. These days, these kids get dragged all over the place. They get brand deals. They get agents in the rear. You've got to be on it. So, Arsenal just got to look after him. He's a crown jewel. Looking at him now, he could be anything that he wants to be. He's got one of the best talents I've seen at that age for a long time. But it's just they've got to manage him right. And like you say, there's no benefit Arsenal bringing him in too soon. You can't blood youngsters in a title contending team. Because the second you bring him in and you lose a game or he makes a mistake, everyone's going to kill him. So I think, he's had his little taste. Slip him back into the background, keep training, keep playing in the Prem 2, and just build up. He'll be even better in 12 months' time after being in and around that first team. So I don't think there's any rush with him. I think we've got to enjoy him. We want him to play for England as well. You know what I mean? And like you say, it's he looks the part, and just got to look after him, man.
And last thing, also, Steve, like we've got a player ahead of him. Obviously, Saka's number one, but the second one is the 1v1 demon, Madueke. Like he can't get ahead of Madueke.
Wow.
What this is Matisse's words. I've heard Matisse use that. I've heard Matisse reference.
I'm so
sick as a 1v1
demon. Is actually good 1v1, but I'm just this Matisse guy. He never learns, does he? Like he just.
This is Matisse's words.
This is 5 years.
Yeah, but that was for someone else, though.
I've heard this shit.
I've heard Matisse say
1v1 demon.
Why you say fuck me for?
It was Hudson. It was Hudson Odoi.
Same thing.
Listen. Madueke is no longer my responsibility, right? Now he is yours, Miles. So don't rope me in with all of these terms and hashtags. I didn't say shit. All I want to hear is GRIZZ call him as he's called him for years. Don't change now, GRIZZ. You know what I mean? Madueke? Is it what? Because you couldn't say his name before. Now suddenly your tongue's twisted.
You're trying to get me blasted in the chat, but I take the piss out of him. I don't take the piss out of his name. I can't say
Don't stop now. Don't stop now. What's his name?
No, I've learned it.
Oh.
One thing I would say about Madueke is that he's going to surprise a lot of people. That's what I'm going to say. I'll leave it as that. You could
at left wing. At left wing,
right wing.
What ahead of Saka?
No, there'll be games where Saka he won't start ahead of Saka on the right wing. Yeah. Premier League games, FA Cup or whatever, he might do. Yes, of course. But there's going to be times he's going to come in off the bench, or he might even start left wing and impact the game 100%.
You lot confused about him. You lot confused about him.
Who, Madueke?
But we see. Yeah, we're not starting a segment on Madueke, man.
Yeah. But for me, I think it's a good backup for Saka, though.
I just find it strange now that Waneri's there.
Yeah.
So he could have been the backup.
Waneri plays in the 10, though, Matisse.
52 million.
Is he definitely a 10, yeah?
Yeah, he said he's a 10. He's not a winner.
Okay. Wait, sorry. Whoa. Sorry.
Oh, here we go.
Did you just say Madueke is a 10?
No, he said Waneri. Listen, man, open up.
I was like, what's going on?
I feel like this has been a very good Arsenal segment before it was ruined.
Yeah, people always wanted to Arsenal. You know what? People in the chat always want to Arsenal.
Can I segue to the clip? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Toby thinks lions attack giraffe as part of the Olympics.
No, I've heard that they hunt for sport.
Wait, you know what they're doing? They're cornering us.
You're holding up the whole place. You lot have been here 25 minutes and you're holding up the whole page. Exactly, but nothing.
Now look what you've done.
It's not coming.
If you put that cat on me, I will punch you in the face. Let's feel this
Are you holding up
the system?
Yes.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Anyway.
Hey, boys, can I just say one thing?
Go on,
please.
Yeah.
SAEED, I don't know what's happening there. I don't know.
Yo, listen.
But wait. Toby.
I know you're gonna say
you lot are in the safari with lions, tigers, and bears, and he sees a cat, and he says, "If you put that thing on me, that's what he's scared of."
Bro, he was ready. He was ready to go. He was ready to go jail. He was ready to be locked up.
Everyone has their phobias, bro. Like we shouldn't shame people for having phobias. Everyone has their.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not like it's serious. Now, real talk. I want to defend Toby. Like the fear is real, so I'm gonna respect Toby on that one. If it's dramatized, I will know, but it's serious. It's real fear, bro. So
I can't do it, bro. They just creep me out, man. They creep me out.
I can't respect a man who's scared of a little bit of pussy, man. I can't do that. I can't do it, man.
Come on, my one is genuine, though. Watch the vlog. I'm not just screaming for no reason.
So I will say this, yeah. Obviously, I've seen a lot of it. Like I've seen a lot of. Let me tell you, this is a movie that is being made right here.
Yeah.
Everything from the music to the cuts to the jokes to the moments. Bro. It is when that shit drops, it's gonna be incredible. So yeah.
Can I just tell people, you know that water that we was in, yeah. So the water was beautiful. It was a dam, yeah, the Gamba Dam or something. I've gone to the guy that works at the house. I said, what is he called? Musi. Musi. He went, what? I went, is there anything in that water that can fucking bite me? He went, no, boss, no. I said, no problem, get the boats. So we got the boats out. We had a fantastic day, yeah? When I come back to the house, I gets on the couch. So I thought, this is a beautiful dam. I'm going to Google it. In 2021, 150 fucking crocodiles got washed into that dam, and they only caught 100. I said, Mussy,
That's 50 left.
Crocodiles. He said, there's only 50. I went, 50? I've been out on a kayak 2 hours. Alive. And just like, so none of us went back in.
When Steve brought me, Steve was sitting on the couch and he went, "Come here," and he went, "Read this article." He's like, fucking
But Steve, if you read the article before you went out there was no chance of you going out there.
None, bro. Kennedy, none.
No chance.
Mate, we were, and the amount of noise SAEED was making in that water. We didn't know about this before. The crocodiles were coming from the deep. They were coming from
Bro, this guy was screaming, bro.
Bro, listen, man.
Oh, that's quality.
It was mad. Yeah.
How about the article?
Anyway.
About what you know what Matisse done? We won't give it too much away. But what Matisse done, and how about the articles on what Matisse done?
Oh yeah. That was That was like no.
We don't want to talk too much.
We don't want to
about
reveal
that,
too
but yeah.
much.
My goodness me. There's a lot of big moments in that movie. I won't say it's a video, it's a movie because it's like over an hour. So but yeah, let me go through some super chats and then we'll move on to I think Liverpool because they have been doing some things. Isak's dreaming of Liverpool, Verts Ekatike, Kirkes only wanted Liverpool back on our perch. Someone said 66 never joined the Galactico, he left them. Let's go.
Oh, I like that line.
I bet you do. We all know Gyokeres would be at Man United if they got Champions League. He was desperate for Arsenal as no one else wanted him, says Josh.
That's a lie, Josh. But you know, like you guys say, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, he knows. Larry says, yo, is this the guy who thinks Sturridge is better than Rooney? That's something I'd expect that Arsenal garden gnome to say. What is going on here?
Remember that, man.
Listen. I just said we was on a live stream with Andrew McCullough at the club. We was doing a live stream, and Fabregas, Seedorf, Rooney, and Sturridge was all doing comms. They was doing commentaries. Yeah, Champions League, Arsenal versus Real Madrid. And I said, Wayne Rooney technically is the worst player out of all of them.
Lord,
what?
And then Adam McCullough was like, "What? What did you say?" I said, "Yes, surely, right?" And then Boopy was like, "But Daniel Sturridge is there." And I was like, "Daniel Sturridge technically is better than Wayne Rooney."
No, he's not.
Again.
And then these boys was like,
God.
Mars,
No,
what
Why
he
is
is
Rooney
not.
associated with technical ability?
Come on, man. What we
Like,
doing?
what do you associate with Rooney then? What do you
okay,
associate
but
with
he has
Rooney?
a chance.
I didn't know it was you.
No, but he's got a chance to retract. Mouse.
Yeah.
Listen, my brother. Football is a humbler. Yeah,
I know it's a humbler.
Sometimes you can say stuff and then you think, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I do all the time. I'm the king of retractions. Yeah, ask these men. Sometimes you just say things and then you think, you know what? Yeah, sense and sensibility, rationality, and then you think to yourself, yeah, nah, man, Rooney. So this is your chance. I don't know how many are watching right now. Yeah,
do you know what it is? I watched Rooney in the MLS go and run like 70 yards and make a slide tackle, and then Rooney technically
with technique, though, you'll make that slide tackle with technique as well.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to diss Daniel Sturridge like that. I know
I love Sturridge.
Sturridge was techie.
Daniel Sturridge is my guy. I love
Rooney.
different levels, bro.
You know what I mean?
I know. I just waited to, you know what? To be in all fairness, I waited to wind up Adam McCullough.
I know. I can tell. You said it like that.
I ended up winding up the whole world. So
yeah. That's fine. Jump down.
You were having a moment with your boys, and then it's like you say something in the WhatsApp group just to piss someone off, and then everybody sees it. And it's like, oh shit, calm down.
Yeah, everybody's.
I hear it.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Big up Wayne Rooney, man.
Alex Blackburn says, Grizz, which Just for Men beard dye are you using?
Dark brown.
There you are. Very important super chat there.
Man tried this me, but it's open, man. I'll say openly. I'm gonna dye my beard live next show.
Live.
When I drop
What
that
are you
bomber.
gonna date? What are you gonna date?
When I
Brown.
drop
or-
that bomber. No, dark brown, man. Close to that.
Okay.
Dark brown.
Okay.
These United fans are so damaged that they're praising a Greek human trafficker as a
that's
good
crazy.
football owner.
That's crazy.
Big Six does not know anything about what you just said, but I saw the Gibbs White interview, and my goodness gracious me.
We will come to that.
Yeah, we will. We will.
Hey.
Oh boy, good night.
You know, yeah, Toby. Toby was, you know what? I might just segue to that now. Toby's doing this whole, I don't care anymore because I've got to save the 60 million anyway. Toby was so stubborn on this when I spoke to him about it. I said, brother, let it go. As soon as I saw this news come out, I said, bro, let it go. I'm telling you right now, this deal's not going through. There's pressure being applied in all the wrong places. You're not getting this player. Oh, we're getting this player. It's just saltiness from the owner. It's gonna happen. I'm prepared to wait. It's just what now? Look at what now, bro? I don't try and come over here with this. I don't even care anyway. Like, nah, bro. You're gonna have to retract. I told you. You got a video on YouTube saying that Gibbs White signing for Tottenham.
Woo. Yeah, he didn't sign, and
you just slapped. You just slapped again.
We've had our head slapped. Yeah. Listen, it happens. Unfortunately, this isn't unfamiliar territory for me as a Spurs fan because it's happened to us many times, and this is just the latest amongst the list of embarrassing transfer moments for Tottenham. Listen, Forest won this battle supposedly, so we gotta, like Steve says, you got to take it on the chin, got to move on. Simple. Like it really is what it is. Like we've wasted 2 weeks on this guy. We've not signed him. It's an L for us. Now we've got less time to improve our squad. And as it stands, Kudus is the only game changer signing that we've made. So it's LZ, but we just got to move on, man. If you've got 60 million to spend, go spend it. Don't give me excuses just because you failed to sign Morgan Gibbs White. As I said, he's a good player, but man are acting like we've lost out on Ronaldinho, for heaven's sake, bro. No, we haven't. We've lost out on Gibbs White.
Maybe for Tottenham, this is Ronaldinho. Maybe
he's not. He's not Ronaldinho for Tottenham. No, he's not. We've had better players grace our football club than Morgan Gibbs White. Yeah, and we will have better players to grace our football club in years to come than Morgan Gibbs White. Now, this isn't saltiness at the player. I'm just saying, if you have 60 million great British pounds to spend, I don't want to see tears over Gibbs White in isolation. I can see anger. I can see frustration. I don't want to see tears. Move on. Go get the next Morgan Gibbs White or whoever. Go spend the money.
Can I say why I think it's an absolute stinker from Spurs? It's a howler.
Yeah.
How much was his release clause? Just roughly.
60 million.
60 million. Okay, cool. Boys, if they got the inside, they got the intel that this player costs 60 million, yeah, SAEED. The first thing you would do is probably, you know what, Forest, 45 million bid. No, reject. All right, cool. But I know it's 60 million, sir. I know what it is, SAEED. 50 million. No. Oh, okay, cool. But I'm drawing you in. 60 million. Okay, cool. Bam, I hit the release clause. You guys went straight to the bar, tried to buy a drink, and it got declined. It got declined. Why did you hit the 60 mil release clause straight away? You should have bargained with them. You should have played with them. Act as if you're trying to get this player. But somebody gave you intel, you just went straight for it. It's a stinker from Tottenham. Somebody gave you a through ball and said, listen, my release clause is 60 mil. Don't hit it straight away, but hit it. You guys rushed and got giddy, and no one else knew it was 60 mil. And you got the deal.
From what I've heard, maybe we could have gone about it differently, but from what I've heard, on top of what Forest accused us of, there were reports coming out that like the release clause was complex, and there were other like secondary conditions to the release clause, all of which weren't met by Tottenham. So I think we met some of them, and we failed on others. And ultimately, we've given Forest the leverage to strong arm Gibbs White into re-signing a new deal, and they've wiped away his release clause. So it is what it is. Like, as I said, it's an L. But if I'm looking at the player, listen, Forest, good on them. They get to keep their captain. They're going to need him for the Europa League campaign. I don't really care too much about the club. I don't really have any sour grapes over Nottingham Forest because I don't care about Nottingham Forest as an institution. I don't care. I honestly just want Spurs to improve. Honestly, get me that 60 million and go get us a better player.
Now you know at least you've got the 60 million there, you know, to spend.
Well,
now.
so does everybody else, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. So does everyone else. But that's our L to take. That's our L to take. So now people are gonna be like, okay, Mr. Levy, yeah. His normal price is 50, but we're going to quote you 60. His normal price is 60. We're going to quote you 70. I don't care. I don't care.
We wanted 40 for Harvey Elliott. We want 50 now. So yeah, come.
Yeah.
If Spurs had something about them, they would really just go over to Crystal Palace and say, Eze, hit that release clause.
There's no point. There's no point.
I understand, Grizz, but you've got to try something though.
You've got to try what?
You've got to try something now.
But this is what I don't get though. What is the point in doing that? We know that he's going to reject Tottenham over Arsenal. What is the point? There's no point.
Because Arsenal dilly-dallying around. That's what
we haven't actually had a bid yet.
They're dilly-dallying. I'm not even saying don't make an offer. What I'm saying is, if you've already got the vibe that the player is hell-bent on joining Arsenal, what's the point? It's like Mbeumo with United. We knew from early Mbeumo only wanted Man United, so there's literally no point in entertaining any bids. What's the point?
Yeah, but
you lot just want to see Tottenham get rejected in public.
I don't actually care about that. Like, I would rather try and fail than not try at all. But when something is as certain as this, what's the point in trying? So, like, I've seen people. I don't even know if the Rodrigo news is true. It's true. At this point,
that's nasty. Link.
At this point, I'm only listening to Ornstein and Fabrizio. Everyone else is secondary. I'm only listening to those two. If those two ain't said it, I'm gonna always doubt whether it's true or not. But let's just say the Rodrigo news is true. I'm not going to begrudge the club for trying an ambitious move for Rodrigo. But where you know that Arsenal are most definitely involved and definitely interested in Eze, it's been reported by Fabrizio and David Ornstein.
I can't lie. You're wasting your time with Rodrigo as well.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah,
I don't really care.
The mouthpiece.
I just want ballers at the club. Listen, if Rodrigo's rejected you, if that's true, move on. Again, I don't know if that's true. We've heard it from Real Madrid, ITK.
He has.
But what's your source?
I don't need a source. That's what you're.
Why don't you need a source? How do you know we've made an approach for him?
Rodrigo will reject you immediately.
Of course, he will reject us. But what I'm asking you is, how do you know we've made an approach for him?
I'm just saying, don't do it. It's a waste of time. You know when you used to play FIFA and you used to try and bid for someone and it's just not for sale. Like, there's no negotiations, there's no conversations, there's no start. I'm not even taking the piss. This is Rodrigo at Real Madrid. He already has a mad infatuation with them. He's already doing up social media hearts and all kisses on their social media, trying to promo all the friendly games. He doesn't want to leave. He is damn well sure not leaving for Tottenham. I'm telling you that right now. He's not signing. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not here to tell you that he's going to come to Tottenham. I'm saying that at least with him, there's not been concrete interest from other clubs, as in to the point where they've made bids. There is literally concrete evidence from the most reputable journalists in England that have confirmed Arsenal's interest in Eze, right? What is the point in making a move for Eze when you know he's going to choose Arsenal? What's the point?
Fair. Let me go through some super chats as well, just quickly, just to get a few of them done. Chelsea had the same issue with Elise last season. I think it was the season before, but yeah, I agree. Miles, Arsenal 40 million plus one, ring any bells? Of course, that was Suarez.
It's different because Suarez didn't actually have a release clause, whereas Morgan Gibbs-White did.
Son rumoured to move to LAFC, Spurs fans concerned. Tobes, what's your quick thoughts on that, brother?
I wish him all the best. I think he's probably going to say yes to them, and so he should. It's the best time to cut ties. Son is well past his best. He cannot be a starter for Tottenham in any shape or form this upcoming season. I wouldn't have minded keeping him around for backroom presence, but if LAFC can offer him a package to tempt him away, he should have the power to go to them. I'm very happy for Son if he opts for that move, and then we'll give him the send off that he deserves. Simple.
YouTube Sinner says, panel, am I a deluded Arsenal fan to say that Liverpool will of completely changed the dynamic of their starting 11 and subs with no Trent and Diaz. Trent was the playmaker. Diaz was the South American aggression and press. What's your thoughts on that?
We're gonna get to Liverpool.
We're gonna get onto that actually because we're gonna have a whole Liverpool segment. So let's just bank that for us.
His name's YouTube Sinner.
Yes.
Tobes, I've got a solution. I've got a solution for all your problems.
Don't even try to sell some of your cartons.
Listen.
Try it.
Give me 50 million. Give me 50 million plus add-ons, and you can have Fabio Vieira.
I knew it.
You lost your mind.
How did I know you were going to mention that twiggly? That's coming from me.
That's better than nothing. That's better than nothing. You would take Fabio Vieira for 35 million plus. You would.
Why wouldn't?
No, you would. No, you wouldn't.
What am I doing with Fabio Vieira? What am I doing with that?
He's a body. He's someone in there.
He's a body. He's barely a body.
Yo.
I'm trying.
That's trolling. But seriously, you've been linked with Harvey Elliott. What are you saying?
Harvey Elliott is a good player, but for me, I think we need someone better for me, or we need someone a bit more robust, man. Sorry, we do. Like Harvey Elliott, he's got the talent. He probably will do better with a bigger platform. But for me, I don't like. I see him coming in as like a complementary piece. I don't see that as a piece that takes us up another level, and that's what we need.
Fair.
Yeah, they've been linked with Paulinho as well.
Paulinho's a good DM.
Yeah,
a very good DM, but again, he's not what we need.
Toby's been crying about someone who can pass the ball in midfield. Paulinho's not that guy.
That's so.
Douglas Luiz would maybe be someone.
This is why I think Spurs need to be smart. If you're going to sign Paulinho, I can understand the use case for Paulinho because at worst he is a lockdown midfielder. Like he literally covers up everything. He'll stop a lot of counterattacks in a better system than the system we had last year because he would have died too in that Ange system. But my thing is, if you're going to sign him, don't let that be your only midfield signing. Go and sign Douglas Luiz. Go and try and tempt Crystal Palace for Wharton. Can you give us a brand new double pivot pairing behind the 10? Like,
what about a Jacob Ramsey?
Again, what's that? How is that elevating Tottenham? That's another piece to come in, and it's like, okay, yeah, he's a nice player on occasion, but is that really moving the needle for Tottenham? If the answer is no, I don't want it.
Wow.
Grealish is the man.
Europa League's got standards now, man, guys.
Yeah, I mean, big Spurs with needle movers, yeah?
Bro.
Needle movers.
Douglas Luiz for the issues that we have. He is a needle mover. He is someone who comes into the team and he's passing.
Yeah.
See, Douglas Luiz say he ain't coming.
You're waffling.
He ain't coming, man.
It's going to end up with Jack Grealish. He hates him. And
that's another one.
That's another one.
We got
Sorry, my internet just went there. Sorry.
Oh, hey there, bro. You good?
Yeah.
Matisse, SAEED, have you got any players that you want to flog for Tottenham? Because
yes, I have Chilwell, Sterling,
Sancho.
Matisse got 36.
Sassy, Dewsbury Hall. Bro, I got a list.
Alejandro Garnacho. That's the one.
Alejandro.
I think yeah.
Oh man.
None of these are getting
it started off so good for Tottenham as well. That week when you got Kudus and Gibbs White, I was like, oh, you guys are really
that was it. It peaked then.
Yeah, it looked mad. Now it was looking crazy. We don't need a Jack Wilshere all over again. I'm guessing that's in relation to Max Dowman, but obviously Wilshere had loads of injuries. That is one of the great footballing talents in this country that just did not get to breathe, man. He was a baller. I remember his performance against Barcelona like it was yesterday. So yeah, but obviously that was all injuries. Let's see. Fair play to GRIZZ. He's been spot on for most of this summer window. I swear if Liverpool get Isak, long day, return of the ITK. Interesting. The stocks are up.
Oh, it's just interesting now, is it? See, so when it's just interesting now.
It's just interesting.
They're just interesting now.
It's just interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. You know what I mean? It's interesting. GRIZZ, what do you think of Rio? Oh, the Cobham brother from the car commissioner.
He's looking
sorry.
He's good.
Yeah,
how old is he? Sorry,
16.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
Is it 16?
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, he's 16. He's 16. He's big as well, though. He's massive as well.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a growth spurt this summer, and that's why a lot of people are saying he should be in and around the squad. I'm still of the opinion that relax the ball, let him, give him another season in and around. Like I think Steve was talking about, let him play with the first team squad and all that. Same thing, Rio, let him play with the first team squad and that. Play him in the League Cup games, and that's it. Don't give him too much pressure. But again, he looks amazing. He looks amazing.
Yeah,
it's good.
Quite a few breakouts, as Jerk Haggis is saying. Like, I don't think these guys are going to get loads of Premier League minutes this season because, like you guys say, like the career is long. You don't want to, absolutely burn them out early or tackles flying in, injury. God forbid one of these guys got injured at this age in this season. You got to look after them. So I'm sure and also tactically as well. We talk about technically, but there's still a lot of tactical information to take in as a young player coming into this league. So yeah, I don't expect to see a lot of them, but it is exciting to see the talent. Mad did call Madueke a 1v1 demon. Episode title: Big Six, Arsenal pass Villa.
Wow.
26
receipts.
Wow.
He thought I was like, he even gave me the timestamp.
Bro, are you all right in the head?
Bro, fair play, Danny.
I didn't even deny it. I didn't
Thank
even deny it. I'm just saying he's not my responsibility anymore, so I don't care. That's all I'm saying.
If I see you call
Gittins,
if I see you call Gittins 1v1 demon, I swear to God. If I see you call this guy 1v1 demon, honestly.
The way how Chelsea prop up their players,
I'm not.
Like
I probably will. I'll be honest.
I genuinely thought it was just for what's the other player?
Hudson Odoi, yeah.
You know what? Man, leave Matisse alone, man. He starts ages ago.
SAEED.
Nah, he keeps doing it.
I'm a fan of you boys. I watch your show. I've seen this guy call Madueke a 1v1 demon. I've seen him do it.
That's wild.
Shout to Danielle, man. That's serious.
I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words right now. I don't know what to say. I'm embarrassed. My fear is Saeed's wild takes. Has anyone heard what he's been saying with troops? Wow, I don't know how he gets away with this. Well,
I didn't say it.
What kind of cliffhanger is this?
What do you mean by that, huh?
Fill us in, bro.
What do I mean by that?
No, it wasn't me that said it. Troops was the one that was saying it. He said, he reminds me of a left-footed Kaka. And I said, wow. I didn't say anything. If people watch
Isaac, didn't you say something about Isak going to fucking United or something?
No, we were playing around. Nah, but I actually gassed him up. If people watch the show today, it wasn't me. So you know what I mean. So I don't know what the chat is saying here. Right?
Okay. Odio says Arteta has been chasing left wingers in the past. Mudryk, Rafinha, Madueke will firstly be left winger over Martinelli and Saka backup if needed. Interesting. It's true. There were the Rafinha links. It's another player that played predominantly on the right at Leeds and then obviously ends up cooking at Barcelona on the left. So yeah, he's having a mad year. Here's a take: if Newcastle land Sesko, they will bring in they bring him in. Isak feels there's ambition now. Signs an extent. No. I wish that was true. I wish it was true. But no.
Oh
no, that won't be happening. I can tell you that for free.
Sesko's not sitting on the bench. No way.
Yeah, he's not. That's the thing. I think people need to realize with Sesko. Obviously, he's not necessarily a Haaland at all. He's not a Bellingham, but he is mapping out his career, in my opinion, trying to at least very strategically. I don't think he's just open to everything and any opportunity. And I think wherever he goes next, if you're not offering him guaranteed starting minutes, he's not going. But yeah, let's see. What else have we got? All right, let's move on to Liverpool. Because we have got the Diaz. Here we go for 75 million euros, I believe. GRIZZ, was it? Quite a lot of money, brother, and more sales, I'm sure, on the way, as you've mentioned. Elliott maybe potentially next. Nunes. How does it feel for you just this window? Because we know you're most likely going to go and pay a British transfer record for Isak, and it's very far removed from maybe anything you've experienced with FSG in terms of this in a very concentrated period. You've had big signings before, but it's you're having a Chelsea Roman Abramovich summer.
We're having a summer, man, where basically, we're getting to go on holiday, man. The holiday of our choice. You know what I mean? Normally we have to go where we're told to go. You know what I mean? we came Birmingham. We came Brighton. That's your holiday. But now we got the pick of worldwide tours, man, and it feels good. Look, what people forget is we did need a rebuild. When Klopp's era finished, Klopp's team, that Liverpool era, it needed a rebuild. Klopp obviously was delaying it because he had a lot of what's the word? Loyalty to all his players. But this rebuild was due. People forget that when we done the first rebuild, we done this. We brought in Gini, Mane, Salah, Bobby, all quite relatively quickly. You know, Van Dijk, Robertson. That team was built over 3 windows. So this one is, yeah, we're doing well. This is officially now pretty much Liverpool 2.0 now. And someone said in the chat earlier that, you know, yeah, the whole dynamic of the team has changed, and it will have. So yeah, and you guys know I'm not gassing up transfer windows, man. I love all the banter and I mix it and I can take it and I can give it and all that business, but I'm not about winning transfer windows. I'll do a couple of tweets here and there and have a laugh and a joke about, yeah, we're the big boys, the big dogs are back. But to me, the big dogs have to win trophies. That's the only thing I'm interested in. The big dogs. If you want to be the big dogs, you got to win back to back. Like these lot have been saying, we got to win a title. We got to go far in the Champions League. And that's all I'm interested in. But this as the prelude to the big dogs. This is the prelude to the season. It's fun. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? We got people saying it was always Liverpool. Every signing is turning around and saying it was always Liverpool. It's, you know, like every signing so far has come out and said X was after us, Y was after us, but we were only interested in Liverpool. And now it comes to the crown jewel in the Newcastle armory. Like, what was the brother's name last week we had? Matty. We had Matty on where he was telling us about it's all tactical and we've done Liverpool. And I said to him, don't go anywhere. You haven't done shit. You haven't done shit because you ain't got rid of us. We're going to come for Isak. And he was like, I'm not sure. I think we've played this really well. Do you remember he was like sitting there all cozy rosy? I said, yeah, you're not cozy, bro. You're not cozy. And it looks like, in fact, not looks like, I told you a lot in it. And I mean, Isak will be a Liverpool player very, very, very soon. And it feels good because I'm sure we've all talked about Isak before as well. I've actually rate him so highly. I never thought Liverpool would be in for him. I never thought that, especially, you know, after how many strikers and forwards we had. And I knew we're going to change our attack. And obviously, but the tragic circumstances around Jota meant we're going to go for 2 strikers now. So we got Ekitike, and now we're going to have Isak as well.
Can I ask you about Isak with Ekitike? Because some people are a bit confused as to where Ekitike is going to play. I always kind of saw him as a striker, but I know he can link up and drift and whatnot. How do you see it? Or how is Liverpool seeing it? Because I know he can maybe just be an option, but he did cost quite a bit and he is very talented. So I feel like people are almost eager to see him start a lot of games, but I don't know how you guys are planning on doing it all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to be this tactico. There's plenty of tacticos out there that are trying to formulate formations and how the roles are gonna be and how Slot sees it, because at the end of the day, no one knows. No one knows because Isak's not at Liverpool yet, and we don't know what Slot's master plan is with them 2 strikers. I think they have similar traits, so I'm not even going to gaslight and say, you know what? No, they got different traits. He can play wide left. He can drop in the hole. What is that? I don't know. I have an idea. I can envisage them being, because we know we're going to be playing 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday, Monday. You know, it's going to be 3 times a week. Every competition. There's going to be plenty of games for both of them to play. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. For example, Man City away, Isak starts on a Sunday. Then we've got Champions League, PSV at home, Ekitike can start. You know, that's how big teams roll. That's how big squads roll. And if we want to be a big team and we want to have a big squad, that's how we're going to have to roll. And I think the players will know that as well. There'll be plenty of games to go around. In a 2, I don't know how it's going to work. But then it could work because we've got probably one of the most natural number 10s in European football in Wirtz signed now. So he's totally different from how Szoboszlai plays that 10. Yeah? So Szoboszlai didn't play a 10 like a 10. Szoboszlai was used as a counter presser, as a pressing machine and transitions. Whereas Wirtz is a natural, what we talk about 10s, classic 10. And so a classic 10 behind 2 strikers can work. But then I don't know. Then you got the legend that is Mohamed Salah. How's he going to integrate with them too? So it is a whole new dimension. It will be something different. So I'm not going to profess to know how we're going to set up. And there's think tanks, there's written pieces how Liverpool fans think they're going to work it. I don't know. but it's exciting. That's what I do know, and I know all of you lot rate Alexander Isak. So I must know I know how it feels, and I know all of you lot rated Wirtz. And the thing is, we haven't done a mad spending spree like, you know. I'm sorry to drag Chelsea in, but you know, like willy nilly buying everything, like everyone, like yeah, you're famous, you're known, your X wants you, yeah, we want you as well then. Oh, Barcelona after you, yeah. Going through scouting lists, we've done strategic buying. Trent's gone, we had to think of how we're going to replace his creativity, and how we've done that is by Wirtz. Something different. Nunes is gone. Jota, obviously, tragic circumstances. We brought in 2 strikers. So it's like for like. Robertson's flailing, old. We bring in young Robertson in Kirkes. So Kwanzaa's gone. We're going to bring in a young, probably, when I say young, you know, how old is Mark Gahey? Hint, hint. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring in like for like. We're going to bring in strategic signings that fit our plan. So it's all planned, man. I like it. I love it. Hughes, Edwards, you know what I mean? We're back.
This super chat is just perfectly on time. It says GRIZZ called out the panel for being salty after Chelsea's Club World Cup win. Said Chelsea were finished as an institution last year. Silence now, just like Carragher. There's no silence. There's no silence.
Have I been silenced? Did you hear me fucking give a monologue? No fucking silence to you. Oh, thanks for the super chat, B.
Steve, are you about to drop any bombers, or do you rate Isak highly? Because obviously Gyokeres shocked a lot of people.
Yeah, Isak's superb, isn't he? You know what I mean? I think we've said that there's been a lack of strikers out there, and I think he's probably the best of the bunch. I didn't expect him to leave Newcastle after the season they had, but sometimes, you know, Newcastle winning a trophy, it can be a bit detrimental because certain players then think they owe you nothing now. They're leaving on a high. They've won the club a trophy, fond memories, cheerio. Whereas if they'd have just got him into the Champions League and he'd started making noises to leave with no trophy, people might have been like, oh, he's a traitor and he's got us here and he's leaving and that. But I don't know. And then, you know, Newcastle, Livramento, we're hearing rumours that Livramento has said he wouldn't mind leaving, going to City. So Newcastle at the minute, their fans are like telling everyone to piss off. You know what I mean? It's when people are raiding your club, it's not a good thing. You know what I mean? But listen, if Liverpool get him, he's a fantastic player, fantastic signing, and the squad they've got now, they're the ones to catch. You know what I mean? They're the favourites, rightly so. They've bought well, and like you say, they get Isak in. It's great business. It's just a fucking. It's just some of the shit though. Some people say about it all, like, you know, like, oh well, we won the league, so we're allowed to spend 500 million. But that's not been the narrative for the last 5 or 6 years, has it? For other teams, you know, people win 4 in a row, the treble. You're cheating. You know, it's mad shit. Jurgen Klopp come out said 2 years ago that Liverpool were skint and they couldn't compete with these teams, and they had to do it the right way. So is this the right way? I don't know.
But I don't even want to come to defense, but they didn't spend any money last season. Really, they didn't spend any money, and they're
like Oldham Athletic. They never spend any money. You're just a Liverpool sympathiser, isn't
it? They've done well in the market, to be fair. But
they've done well. Listen, they've done really well. And listen, I have always said on this show, I think anyone should be able to spend what they want. I've got no qualms with teams spending. I'm not saying that. I think they're good and they're great and they can spend what they want. But I'm just saying, I've had to come on this show for the last 4 years and been like, yeah, but you bought the league, innit? Yeah, you did this, didn't it? Yeah, you bought the league, you bought the best player. Yeah, you went and got Haaland, you paid him $2 million a week, but it looked like you only paid him $6. And I'm like, okay, I'm just saying, where's the energy, man? Give him some shit, man. They're spending dough. It's not the Liverpool way, this. Jurgen, this wasn't the way Jurgen said it.
Do you think Go on, Toby, go on.
No, I was going to say this: the spend. We've never seen Liverpool spend money like this. Never.
There we go.
Like, we've never seen Liverpool spend money like this. When you look at the Wirtz 116 million total package, I know obviously people are going to say fixed, blah 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 blah. Then Ekatike, what's that? 90 million euros or 90 something million euros total package. plus Gyokeres around close to 40 million, plus Frimpong around 30 million. You said you're going to sign Gurhi. That's probably going to set you back another 30, 40 million minimum.
30, 40,
Probably 40
more than
million.
that, bro.
Bro, yeah, probably like
45
40, 50.
minimum.
And then
50.
Isak on top, that's 120 million. And then
30,
obviously,
130.
to be fair to Liverpool, they're selling well. They're like Chelsea as well. They're selling.
Remember the
well.
goalkeeper
So
they
it's
got
not
as well,
like
the Valencia goalkeeper. Remember him?
Yeah, but they signed him last season. They signed
Yeah, but
him
add it
last
to this
season.
season's books, man.
Bro,
Put on this.
No,
tab.
but it will be like
It won't be.
Yeah, but
Why don't you put
you get
next?
the point I'm
Why don't you put next season signing as well on top? Put it next season. Put it on,
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
I'm gonna order lamb sheep for next season, but put it on today's bill. I'll pay for it now. No problem.
Go back
I've
to
got
the
money.
shop, the
Look,
guys.
put
Like,
it on now. Put it now. Put it now. You want
something?
something, Saeed? You want
To be
something? Put it on the bill. Anybody else
Yeah,
want?
as a Liverpool,
Put it on the bill. Put it on the bill.
do something.
as a Liverpool fan, as a Liverpool fan though, and even as a non-Liverpool fan, as much as I'm like, oh yeah, I don't like Liverpool fans though. As a club, it's low-key refreshing to actually see Liverpool go out of their way to back the manager to the hills, because you don't really see that at Liverpool. No matter what they achieve, you saw it at Jurgen Klopp. Like I felt like there was never a season where I can actually say, maybe apart from the summer of 2018, when they got the Fabinho, Alisson, and a few others with the Coutinho money. But outside of that, I can't say that Liverpool have had seasons where they backed the manager like to the best way possible until this summer. This is the first time I'm actually seeing Liverpool do that, and it makes a change.
I'm not going to respond to every point that's made, because everyone's entitled to make their points, and we're all here to make our points and, you know what I mean, be heard. But listen, at the end of the day, I told you, it's literally, we needed a rebuild, and because it's happened in one window, pretty much everyone's shock attack. But that's what happens. Rather than spread it over 3-4 windows. Now I guarantee you also, you heard it here first, we're probably not going to buy anyone for the next 3 windows. Maybe the odd signing here and there, 1 or 2. And that's how it works. We rebuilt our squad. We spent the whole heap of money that we haven't spent, like Miles said, for the last 4 or 5 windows. We haven't spent F4. There's loads of facts and figures out there that I could throw at you lot and bore the chat to death about how we've still not even touched the spending of all your clubs, not even closely, remotely, you know what I mean? And how we haven't got any, accusations levied at us in terms of how we operated or any charges. Well, nothing of the sort. We're clean, you know what I mean? And we've
hack our scouting system and get fined 2
all right,
million.
According to the authorities.
I was waiting for you to say that, Steve.
Yeah. All right. Back in the day, I know we done.
I know. It's like, oh,
I know we done a diddle. I know we done a diddle in the 1980s.
Charges, we've not got this. We get it, man. We get it, man.
I know, but it's factual. I know we done a diddle in 1983. I know you remember. Little was wherever those days. Yeah. All right. Wherever. But now, right now, we haven't got anything against on our name, and we've done it. I don't know. Fuck no. You're right. I don't give a shit about the right way and the wrong way. There is no right way and wrong way. Ultimately, you just have to become the best in your field, however you do it. And however we've done it right now, we're operating at a level that I reckon most clubs would aspire to. Every club would love to be Premier League champions, spending loads of money, no charges against them. I think that's in the modern day game. No PSI issues.
I wouldn't. I'd rather win 4 in a row in the treble.
No, I know, but you haven't, have you? I'm saying now. I'm saying right now.
We won 4 in a row in the treble. We did.
I know, but we just equaled the most trophies, league trophies, 20, and we're back on our perch. You're not. So when you do, then you can come back with that energy. You're not right now. Right now. Right now, your manager's grown a porno moustache, and has he has. Have you seen his moustache now? He's doing
terrible.
Crazy things right now.
Terrible.
His moustache is crazy.
Be careful what you say about that manager, because he made the last manager crack up, so he might make this one do the same.
Right now, your manager is going through different phases. But listen, at the end of the day, you have won what you've won, and we've won what we've won, and the facts and figures are there. Right now, you've got to deal with other issues apart from football. We're just dealing with football issues, and that's factual. Nothing but facts. Nothing but facts.
I need this title race this season to be spicy, bro.
It's gonna be spicy.
The funniest thing is, I don't even think Man City's going to be in the title race for that long.
Oh,
bloody hell, man!
Oh, blood.
Miles
Where
They'll be there.
Listen, if that came from anybody else, and someone that did say Daniel Sturridge was technically better than me and Rooney, I'd take it. But at the end of the day, I'm taking that with a pinch of salt.
All right, cool. Well, if you come fourth behind Chelsea, don't be surprised. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa,
Listen, all I'm going to say is, listen, if you come fourth behind Chelsea, I'll be very disappointed. If you come second again, that's 4 in a row seconds, mate, for you. Arsenal FC, the biggest club ever, apparently.
No, not apparently. One of.
I think it's going to be a mad race again, man. I'm not joking.
I think City will be there, but I don't think they're going to be
I told you, lot, it's fun. It's fun in games, and we can celebrate signings and all that. I'm not about that life. Yeah, we've had fun in this window, but signings need to take time to acclimatize. And it's a whole different attack. You know what I mean? Literally a whole different attack. So it's going to take time. I think Arsenal City will be there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let me have this. No, hold on. Because I don't remember Caicedo when he was a British transfer record getting time to acclimatize from Liverpool fans. So you're not about to tell me Isak needs time to acclimatize.
Needs time, yeah, no way.
Ain't no time for that. No time.
Not from you,
no baby. No time.
Okay, let me just quickly finish.
We want.
And you hyenas come and attack.
40 league goals.
Yeah, hyenas.
We want 30 to 40 league goals.
I want
Haaland's record numbers. If he doesn't break Haaland's record, he's
people that don't know, this is what the safari was like. Yeah. This was what the safari was like. The hyenas were ready to attack us. Like these are ready to attack. I get it. From the opposition, media, and you lot, I 100% agree. There is no time to acclimatize. Liverpool have spent 300 million or whatever. You must deliver. I get it. I'm just talking from my perspective, from my opinion. No. Don't point fingers at me, brother, like that. No. Oh, no. It's you lot. No. You must. No.
Sorry, Isak. If I see that yellow checker on Sky Sports News, brother.
Isak.
I'm breaking this lens. I'm pointing.
I get it, man. I get it.
Can you hear me?
Season back-to-back 20 goals, yo.
I get it. As I said,
with better players as well. With better players around him.
But all jokes aside, though, Chris, you can't expect Isak. You can't be saying acclimatization with Isak. He's been in the league for like two. How long has he been here? For 2-3 years now.
More than 2-3 years.
What about the others, man? What about the others, man?
3 years. 3 years.
I'm talking about him in isolation. Just talk about Isak. There's
no
problem.
I agree with Isak. But Ekitike is still a young striker, yeah? He's still to full his potential. Gyokeres, 1-2 seasons, everyone's saying, yeah. Frimpong, flopped at, what's his name? Not flopped, but, was at Man City, went to Celtic, done great at Celtic, Leverkusen. So Frimpong needs time. All these other players, man, come on, man. Isak, I get. Finished article. Isak is the finished article. That's what I'm saying.
What about
Florian Wirtz? Huh?
Florian Wirtz, yeah.
Florian Wirtz is finished article. Yeah, man.
But when Enzo came into the league,
Florian Friday.
You like that, innit?
Isn't that what you're calling it? Florian Friday.
You like that, man. The fact that you remember that, you like that, innit?
Because when Enzo came into the league, it was £250 million midfield, no? No? Was it not £250 million midfield when Enzo Fernandez came into the league with Caicedo? So what I'm saying is how much is this attack? How much is it? 280 million attack?
Enzo, listen.
350 million attack? Oh, that's the one we're running. 350 million attack.
With Mo Salah.
Enzo, how old
with Mo Salah?
Enzo was about 25 and came as a world champion. Yeah, Enzo came as a world champion, part of established midfield Argentina. Different types of pressure, but I get it. I'm not hiding from the pressure.
He didn't come in as a world champion.
It's like a world champion.
Sounds like you are.
Carabao Cup world champion.
I'm not hiding from it, man. Don't listen to my, don't presume things, Toby. I'm not.
Nah, Grizz, you can't get out of this. You can't spend all this money being the champions and make your team stronger and talk about climatization. It's not working with me.
No, I can. You don't have to.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because I don't want to make this about Arsenal, but Gyokeres, like SAEED says, you must. But you lot need to get over the line.
We're gonna go back to the same argument, Arsenal. You lot are in a different situation, man. You lot got to win something.
But like you said, Chris, you want to be one of the biggest teams and the biggest clubs. Like Steve's done it 4 times. You want to do it back to back. So you 100%. Must.
No, I agree. I agree. But don't say the pressure is the same for Arsenal. Arsenal have to win a trophy.
No, I'm not. Different pressures.
That's what I'm saying.
You've got pressure to retain. We've got pressure to try.
I've said that.
Try win.
I agree with that.
So there's no
100%.
climatization.
Pressure is on us, but pressure is on all of us in a way.
Yes.
In a way.
especially top right corner. He's getting away with it.
Brother, listen to me, yeah. You've got 5 years. And you then talk about storage and all of that, bro. You need to think about
No, forget
let's talk
that.
about storage and Wayne Rooney, bro. Should be
No,
shocking,
no.
man.
I've just seen an alert come up on my laptop. Someone's messaged me. So big up Sammy. He's messaged me for something mad that Miles said on a combined 11 versus Tottenham and Arsenal. I ain't gonna bring it up. I ain't gonna bring it up. I'm just saying. I got my eye on you, Miles, man.
No, I didn't say anything crazy. It's just the play that I like.
Yeah, I hear it.
Do we reckon Indy? Oh yeah. This is, I guess, for GRIZZ, because you guys have been going back and forth over Twitter. I've seen. Is he reliable now? Can we?
Indy started off as a parody account. Indy's a top guy. Indy used to work at KFC when he was a kid. But now Indy's not a joke. Indy is part of a multimedia company. There's about 4 or 5 people that run that account. And listen, he has got connections for all clubs, because that's what happens. Agents throw big money at him to put out, you know what I mean, chat. So Indy has got contacts, and it's not the same Indy that people referred to from years ago, the little kid that worked in KFC.
So if my guy in KFC tells me now City signing someone, I've got to listen to it.
No, you didn't hear what I said. No.
This is Twitter shit now. Some guy
man.
works in KFC.
Steve, I hear you. Steve, I hear you. Steve, I hear you. But listen to what I said, guys. Indy used to work at KFC when he was a kid. He's now 26, 27. All right. And he's part of a multimedia company now that's worth a lot of money.
The glow up is crazy, though.
It's a glow up. It's a mad glow up.
We got the glow up.
You know, Drake said style for the bottom now we're here, man. So
It's a mad glow up. And that's why people refer back to his KFC days, which is fine. You can do it. But if you lot know what he's about now, and the people he works with.
Man, I got sacked at Domino's and I'm here.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You serve You were serving Muslims pork. Look at you now.
I can't believe he said that. You know, me and Steve were sitting there like, what? What?
Crazy. That was one of the best streams that ever lived. That it was the most unexpected stream that ever came. That I've ever been on. It's so funny.
Yo, man. Respect the grind, man. Respect the grind. That's all I'm telling you.
Steve said, if I go to my local KFC, the guy said, Steve's better. Should I believe him?
He said, yo, can I get this? And he goes, yeah, you know what? I'll give you the inside for this.
It's hilarious, man.
I'll give you give me a 3-piece. I'll give you a 3-piece meal plus some tragedy.
There's a 10-piece bucket. There's your drink. Oh, just by the way, City are going to sign Isak. No way. You are the man. I'm going over tweeting it. Colonel Saunders just told me in the KFC.
That's funny.
Tobes, Jay's asking where will Tottenham finish next season. Maybe too early to answer that.
That's funny.
Yeah, we're going to do a prediction show, man. We're going to do a prediction show, man. Honestly. Save that for after the window. We're going to do a prediction show.
Yeah, I always say you need the transfers confirmed before you can really be doing predictions, to be honest.
That's fine.
Van Bronckhorst's addition signals aggressive pressing, good defensive signings, off the ball transitions is a concern. Only Endo, centre back, centre mid for Graver.
Agreed. That is a concern. Agreed.
Liverpool and Newcastle can do a swap move. Isak valued at 120, so 130 plus Nunes would be a good deal. Jesus, that's crazy. Is that how bad it's got for Nunes? Yeah. Hear me out. Elliot plus 25 million. Bloody hell. For what? Are you mad? We need GRIZZ. What's going on with you lot now? Is this what you man taking
the super chat? I didn't read it out, man. Why are you?
Yeah, but the last super chat, all the other super chats, next show. We'll talk about next show. Talk about that.
No, we don't have to discuss about read it out. It's Liverpool fans, isn't it?
I can't even. You read it. I can't even. Read
we're giddy right now.
No, you read it. You read it.
Like to be giddy, man.
You
read it for next show, man.
You read it.
Hear me out. Elliot and 25 million from Wharton. We need someone servicing Verts. Pause. Grav isn't a line-breaking passer. Verts is like an attacking Pedri, not a KDB. Sandwick Productions. Thank you for the super chat, my brother.
Wow. So after all that, you're not even going to say nothing. If we buy Isak, we win the Premier League. However, we need a centre-back too. Could become a very grumpy Big Steve after this season?
Yeah, man.
Steve was like, whether or not he was going to say something. I used to have a go at Chelsea, City, etc. for spending money, but that's what it takes. Broke people. That's just what broke people do. I'm up now, and I'm on the dark side. Spend another 200 million.
Shameless.
Shameless. That's so shameless. So shameless.
Nah, so now you're up. Now you're up. And you've got money. Now you're splashing. Okay.
Part of the oil crew now, man. The oil.
Yeah.
That show back now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that was a long time ago. Jeez, can you
time
imagine?
ago.
Never thought I'd see Liverpool like this. Liverpool have been used to playing with a 9 that sacrifices goals for the wingers, or a 9 that can't score, so the wingers have to step up. This has been them for years. The balance will be ruffled.
I get that. I get the point he's trying to make, but Isak is probably, and I don't know if you man agree, but probably one of the most complete strikers in Europe right now. I think he can do a bit of everything, so I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, he is one of the most complete. He is. He's got everything.
Reinders, what do you think of the Reinders signing, Steve?
Quality
Yeah,
signing.
very good. Yeah, good. We're impressed with all the signings. We just got to make sure it ticks along and gets us over the line. We need it.
I saw Paqueta is going to be able to play, so 40 million. I don't know with him.
Overhyped.
Yeah.
Toes.
He's a
good player, but he's overhyped. Sorry.
Never almost went to Man City.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, they would have turned him into a right back though, so it's a good thing he didn't go there.
He'd have won the league though.
You got me.
Good work, Steve. Good work. Very good work.
Yeah, I was very sharp.
You got to get up early to get one over on me. You know that.
Monicus is to Nottingham Forest what Jordan is to Wolf of Wall Street, a larger-than-life character figure, flashy and bro, it's too late for this. Bro.
Unapologetically. Bloody hell.
Bro, I'm tired, bro.
Driven by ambition, often blurring the line between bold leadership and ego-fueled chaos.
This feels like something that should be in a novel or some sort of
Bro,
it's just glazing.
It's glazing.
Not glazing. It feels like
eloquent glazing. That's what it is.
Yeah, eloquent glazing, autobiography.
ChatGPT, man. ChatGPT's taken over super chats as well, man. Man's are sending super chats via ChatGPT. These, man. Come on, guys, man. Do better.
Like, is that something that brother would say, like in a super chat, like on a casual thing? At this time of, you know what I mean? It just doesn't seem right to me. It doesn't make sense.
Shout out to him.
Listen, we're going to leave it there because Chelsea have not made their Dutch double signing. So we may as well just save that for next show. United have not done anything else to my knowledge.
Sesko still. We need to find out what's going on with Sesko, but yeah, nothing apart from that, really.
Yeah.
You don't want him, though, Dio. You said you didn't want him, Sesko, today.
I don't want him, though. I don't want him. I want Watkins.
You said you liked Visser and someone else, didn't you?
Yeah, Visser, Watkins, Mateta. Yeah.
Why would you want any of them and not Sesko?
Because we need proven right now. We don't have time to wait.
Yeah, but you've gone down that road of proving over the last fucking 10 years. You've had your Cavani, your Ibrahimovic, your Garlos, all this shit. It's not got you anywhere.
Yeah, but they're not the quality of Watkins, though, have we?
Watkins? What? So Ibrahimovic is not better than Watkins. Cavani's not better than Watkins.
No, but hold on.
Yeah, he was. But they've gone down that road where apparently the Ineos era and Wilcox, it was all about bringing in youth and talent and trying to get it up there. You just got a quick fix, man. It's not going to work. Watkins in 2 years will have no sell-on value. You'll be back to square one.
Oh, here we go. Sell-on value, man. Guys, we don't need sell-on value.
No, you need, of any club on this panel, you need sell-on value because you fucking stink.
I don't agree. We need someone right now the next 2 to 3 years to mash up work, and Watkins can do that.
Watkins in 3 years ain't mashing up nothing but the championship, bro.
Listen to me, yeah. Listen to me. Again. I don't know where this is coming from, but Watkins in the last 3-4 years has bagged goals for Aston Villa consistently. We need that right.
Remember the last show about standards? Remember the show about standards, yeah?
How is Sesko standards? How is Sesko standards? Explain to me how Sesko is standards.
Young striker that most teams in Europe were trying to chase. He's got the pick of the bunch.
No, he's had one club chasing him.
He's young and he's going to improve. He's going to improve. You bought Rasmus Højlund for fucking ridiculous.
And that's the reason why we're buying Sesko.
Well, that was a mistake. So go and buy someone that's better than Højlund.
This could be a mistake. So what we're trying to do is eliminate that mistake and buy a player that's proven in the Premier League in Watkins. How does that show United not having standards? I don't get what you're trying to say here. Listen, Watkins is what we want.
I'm with Steve. Like you guys, what you're gonna have to pay, Watkins on wages, right? Plus his age. You guys need to. You guys need. But he will want big wages. This is last deal.
What big wages? What's big wages to you?
You should want minimum 220, no?
No. We've not given anyone 220. We've not done that. In this Ineos, whatever, we've not given anyone above 200. So we're not going to do that. It's a myth, yeah. 220.
I hear where Saeed's coming from, and I think you lot are being a bit too harsh, maybe because of the names. But like in the end of the day, Ollie Watkins is someone who's played in the Premier League and he's actually scored goals for Aston Villa. Sesko, yes, he's a young player. Yes, there's scope for improvement, absolutely. But Man United have got 2 young players in strikers that they signed that haven't hit the mark. So
exactly.
That's because they were shit young
yes,
strikers.
I agree. Listen, hear me out. Just hear me out. I'm not saying they're good enough. What I'm saying is, surely at this point, you want some reliability. No one's saying that don't sign any more young strikers. They're saying for this season,
is that not what Cunha and Mbeumo are for?
One sec. For this season ahead, can we get a striker who's just capable of doing the basics, putting the ball in the back of the net, and then the next season, if we can move on Højlund, okay, then you can revisit maybe signing another young striker. What is
Cunha and Mbeumo for? To be relied upon. Hold on, to be relied upon. So why on earth now do Manchester United need to go and sign a 29-year-old? Like Steve said, with all of their financial issues, you see all the great selling Chelsea, Liverpool are able to do. The fact you're trying to level off the finances.
Sesko's going to cost money.
Exactly.
You can, like Steve just said, if it doesn't work out, there's still market value there. Man United can't sell anyone.
That's a good question. No, I want you to answer me this question right now. If Man United buy Sesko at the reported price that Leipzig were charging or quoting Arsenal, and he doesn't hit the mark, who on earth is paying? Who on earth is paying that price for Sesko next season?
But then what will happen is you say, why did you buy Sesko? The young player unproven. Hold on a minute. What you'll say next year is, why did you buy Sesko, another young player unproven? But yet you're talking about a guy who Watkins has put the ball in the back of the net year in, year out. So what we're doing this year,
absolutely sensational shit. This I can't
let me finish it. This year we've got players, like I said to you, that are more proven, and we know what they're going to bring to the table. Mbeumo and Cunha, you seen it. These guys have played the Premier League and shown their quality. And that's why, for me, eliminate that risk, bro. We go get Sesko, 65 million, don't work out. It's not worth it. Right now, you need to bridge that gap. And I'm sorry, I'm bringing Watkins in. Since when, by the way, is 29 and 30 old? Like, what's going on here? Wow. All of a sudden, your career's over, 29, 30.
I agree. Harry Kane is still bagging goals at 30 years old. Lewandowski's bagging 40 at 35, 36.
Is Watkins, Kane, and Lewandowski now? Is that
no, he's not. But what he is someone who's been bagging 16, 17, 18 Premier League goals the last couple of seasons. So at least he's a known quantity. And does he
not thrive off his pace? No, does he not thrive off his pace?
So what if he thrives off his pace? I don't understand.
So when his pace goes, what then? Talk to me.
He's still strong. Is he going to lose his strength? Is he going to lose his ability to?
Yeah, you lot are not ready for this one. You're not ready.
You're not ready for this one. Talking about players, SAEED has been dragged down to the level of Tottenham Hotspur. So when you went to Tottenham are in cahoots, when you're in cahoots, Tottenham Hotspur have got no idea about building an elite team to win elite trophies.
You know what I've noticed here? Where this United is different.
You have fell from the top
to go to Arsenal in January. Yes or no, guys? What are we doing here? So when United and he's a champion footballer, he's not understanding. What are we doing here, man? But it's you lot are moving mad. Like, seriously,
honestly, you lot are very disingenuous.
No, we're not. We're seeing good recruitment elsewhere. And this is not good recruitment.
You've watched them all season struggle to put the ball in the back of the net.
They just signed 2 guys that put the ball in the back of the net.
No, but they're not strikers, bro. They're not strikers.
Bro, Salah's not a striker. Does he put the ball in the back of the net? The 2 players in the have a combined 35 goals last season.
This is all you have to say, yeah?
One by one.
Scruffy Jim is looking for the cheap option. That is not the Manchester United way.
Sesko is
End of story. You want to shop in the whoopsie aisle, you end up with fucking food
Is
poisoning.
Sesko the cheap
That's what
option?
you're going to get.
What you're saying right now is that the cheap option. So there you go then. So
Well, my whole thing is with this Manchester United take is that SAEED, you're saying that we need a player for the now, but you're going for a building project. So if you're going for the player for the now,
not going for a building project.
Okay, but you're trying to rebuild. You're
not rebuilding. Man United are not rebuilding.
Hold a minute. Forget the rebuild. We finished 15th, bro. United need to get to a respectable level where they're competing at least to get back into that top 6.
So what does Watkins do, though, SAEED? What does
Watkins scores goals? What do you? Can we stop? Can we stop saying this? What does Watkins do?
They are minimum.
Nobody's saying he's Harry Kane. Nobody's saying he's God's gift. But you can't say that Ollie Watkins hasn't been a good Premier League striker in the last 3 years. You can't say that.
Yeah, but they need to rebuild.
They're rebuilding.
They need to rebuild.
Videos of you, Miles.
Okay, so you tell me, it's Sesko's 12 or 13 Bundesliga goals. Is that Man United level? Is that Man United level?
Man United, yeah, well, we don't know because it can be anything.
Ikitike got 15.
According to you, we've all got to buy proven players. We can't take a risk on a young player. What's your scouting network for?
How many goals did Ikitike get in the Bundesliga, Tobes? Tell me now.
Yeah,
I don't know, like 15, 16.
Right then. So 2 more goals.
They're buying Isak. No, they're buying Isak. Why are they going to buy Isak then?
You've got Mbeumo and Cunha. You just bought 2 players that had 35 Premier League goals last season, and you're still talking about goals.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, so why don't you sell Xerxes then? Why don't you sell Xerxes? Why do you rate him?
We need to sell Holland.
Why do you rate Xerxes? If you need goals, why do you rate Xerxes?
I'm going back to your point. United, just because they bought Mbeumo and Cunha, which we needed to buy because we sold Garnacho. We're going to sell Garnacho. Rashford is left through the door. Anthony's left through the door. We needed to make them positions clear. So for anything, regardless, United need to buy striker anyway, on top of them 2 signings. So I don't understand this idea of, we've got Mbeumo and Cunha. We still need to buy striker.
I haven't. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm not going to get involved too much.
Oh, don't sign strikers who can score goals for the now.
We're not saying that. We're not saying that. But you've got to rebuild though, because you're going to buy Ollie Watkins. Yeah, but bro, you're going to buy Ollie Watkins to do what? What does Ollie Watkins do for them? What does he do for them right now?
You know what? It's crazy.
But they need to rebuild.
I'm actually agreeing with SAEED. You know, I'm actually on SAEED.
I can't believe in the big 6 here. Hold on a minute. I can't believe we are now talking about Ollie Watkins here and saying he's not a guarantee, but you lot are hyping up Sesko. I could not believe it right now. You lot have seen Watkins. Hold on a minute. You lot have seen Watkins score goals year in, year out, but you don't think that's good enough for Man United. But Sesko is right now.
And how long is that going to last, SAEED? Because where are you in your rebuild right now?
But did you hear what he said, Miles? What he's trying to say is we need right now, and I can't believe you lot dragging.
No, go
trying to defend United. Hold on. What they need now, is rescuing. They're finished.
100%. They need to be shoot right back up.
Listen, hold on. They're calling emergencies.
Yeah.
They're finished. We're talking about Man United of 10, 15 years ago and saying this is not their level. Their level's in the fucking mud. They're finished. So right now they need stability. They need rescuing. They brought Cunha and Mbeumo, who have done it in the Premier League, because they're proven Premier League players now. And to top that off, just for now, they need someone. They can't have another project striker.
Exactly.
Now, when they had Ibrahimovic and all those blah blah blah, that was a different stage. But they still had ambitions of being a big club. They're not now.
SAEED, if you sign Ollie Watkins, where does that take you into the Premier League? What position?
We still need more. It's not enough. I still think we finish around about between 6th, 7th.
6th and 7th with Ollie Watkins. You're having a laugh. You're joking.
Yeah, because you know why? Because the squad's not done, bro. We still need midfielders. Our problem is midfielders as well. We need the goalkeeper as well. It's not done yet.
What do you mean?
Even realistic here.
Where did Aston Villa finish this season? The season just gone. Where did Aston Villa finish this season just gone?
They finished 6th.
Where did they finish last season?
3rd.
They finished 4th. The season before they finished 7th. So who was leading the line for Aston Villa when they had these finishes? So what?
Yeah, but they've got a better manager and they've got a better team.
The 10 players told
Exactly. You've just said it there. They've got a better team, and Ollie Watkins is one of the players in said better team. He's one of the best players in said better team. So how does it not make sense to sign someone like Ollie Watkins?
So okay,
they're on the rebuild.
reason Man United are in this mess is because there's no foresight at that club and there's no ability to plan and actually do things in a structured manner.
Okay.
And
how is signing
to pretend that Man United have not signed proven players before and big names, and it hasn't put them in the position.
Ollie Watkins isn't a big name.
It's crazy.
He's not a big name.
He's not even a big name. I don't understand. You know what it is, yeah? We buy Sesko. I tell you what, you'd be the first people here to say, why did you buy Sesko? He's too young. You know what, man? You need time, etc., etc. But Watkins, we are debating Watkins, right? And 29, 30, whatever it is right now, he can score goals right now. We've seen it with Aston Villa. But I'm not saying still, Miles, that we're going to shoot up the league and we're going to be in the top 5, top 4. You have to be consistent. Man United couldn't win back-to-back games. There's still problems at United, but Watkins is an addition and helps us get up the league table. He does.
Yeah, but I agree.
For what? A season? A season?
They need stability. Why is that a problem?
You don't need stability. They're not going down.
They are, Steve. They are. Why are they going to go down?
So Miles. So even if they did sign him for a season,
understand.
why is that a problem?
Because they're gonna have to go buy another striker again.
So what? We're gonna have to do that anyway.
You've wasted money. Just go.
Do you know what, Miles? They don't realize that they're broke. They don't realize they're broke. That's what I just. They don't realize they're broke.
Why is it wasting money? We need to buy striker anyway.
What about the stadium? When are you building the stadium? When are you building the stadium? With what money? They don't realize they're broke, Grizz. They don't got no money.
I need to eat and I need to sleep.
Yeah, man. Listen, man.
When are you building the stadium? No, because when
the
tenant was up.
I've noticed. You know what it is with United talk. We're not being objective, guys. We're not.
When are you building the stadium? When and where's the money coming from?
Fucking standards are in the shit that I've never seen an embarrassing fucking.
You know what it is? Steve loves standards talk, but he's saying Man United should buy standards.
A little team from Manchester standards are here. You big boys in Manchester.
You speak a lot of waffle.
Understand this, chat. Understand this.
You know what?
Steve, don't build a team for longevity. Don't build a team that can grow together for young, enthusiastic, motivated, low-wage players. Don't do that. Buy old players that you're going to have to replace in 2 years. And by the way, you're broke and you ain't got no money for the stadium. Yeah, fucking keep doing it then.
Do you know why you're a waffler?
Watkins takes you 8th.
Conference League Watkins. Go on, go for it. Go for that Conference League place.
And you're really flogging them.
TOBS, you finished 17th. We don't want to hear from you anyway. You're shit as well.
You know why you're the biggest hypocrite in the world?
You know what? I get it, but the oil boys are elected now. I hear it.
You are the biggest hypocrite in the world because when it was Chelsea and they were talking about strikers, look at what you were saying about the strikers that you needed. You were saying, we can't just do with the.
We're not United. We're not United. We're not United.
We got a better project
United. But look at the way you spoke about your club. You were not comfortable. You were not comfortable with signing a project striker. You weren't.
We're not United.
Exactly.
You weren't comfortable with signing just one.
And I'm telling you now, we're not comfortable signing a project striker right now because we've literally failed with Ireland.
No, that's one player. Like Steve said, that's one player that failed. That's just one player.
It's one big player, bro. 72 million. Spending similar amount.
So you're scared then. You're scared.
The future United is to get up the
league. Are you signing
table.
young players for the future?
We have signed new players in the future.
Who?
We've signed Petro Leon. We signed Dorgu. We signed multiple players. Go check it. There's players that we bought in.
Sorry. Mbeumo at 25 years old. Is that not for the long term?
Exactly as well.
Yeah, but he's still
that's not for the long term.
Cunha 26.
Cunha at 26 years old. Is that not for the long term? Or
exactly.
do these players have to be 20 years old for them to be in the long term?
But he's signing a 29-year-old striker, like Steve said, it's going to take them 6. And after that, what happens? Why do you get one second? Why do you get Benjamin Sesko? You can build with these other 2 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds.
What happens if Sesko comes in for fucking scores 25 goals?
Who's better right now, Sesko or Watkins?
I'll tell you what, Nicholas Jackson would do a great job at Man United.
Let me ask Miles Watkins right now.
You should look at Jackson.
Who you taking Sesko or Watkins for you now?
For us, Arsenal's in a different situation compared to
answer the question.
We're trying to win the league now.
What are you doing? You're moving the goalposts. I must see a question. Sesko or Watkins right now In your Arsenal team, who are you taking?
For me, I'll take
one of the
Ollie
best
Watkins
young
because-
talents in Europe.
There are different points
Case
of view,
closed.
so-
Exactly,
Case
Saeed.
So you don't even need to ask a
Saeed.
question because they
Take
tried to
Aston
stop
Villa's
in
trash.
January.
Take Aston Villa's trash.
Case
Take
closed.
Aston Villa's
Toby,
trash.
please.
You're not
Toby,
been waffling.
quickly,
You're not been waffling all
Toby,
along.
Take
man.
the shit. Nobody wants the shit. Take the cheap
Rubbish,
garbage.
man.
Take the cheap
You
garbage.
waffling.
Biggest
And
football
You
club in
can't,
the world.
Saeed,
Cheap
but
garbage.
Saeed, mate.
Saeed, you can't ask me that because my club and your clubs are two different. We're doing two different things.
Brother,
You
you're
said,
the cheap
one second,
guy is
Saeed,
not talking, bro.
Saeed, one
If
second, just one second,
anything,
one
you
second,
need
Saeed,
more.
Saeed, 1 second. You said you want to take Sesko or Ollie Watkins. Right now, Arsenal needs goals. Yeah, if
Yes,
Watkins
we
can get
need
me
goals.
20 goals, 1 second. If Watkins could get me 20 goals, my team potentially we can win the league. If he gets you 20 goals, he takes you 8th. So it doesn't mean anything.
No, but hold on.
How do you know he takes them
Hold on.
8th?
Forget
So what he's
position.
gonna? What's the?
No, hold
what's he
on,
gonna
forget the
do?
position. No,
How do you know
hold
it
on.
takes them 8th?
Exactly. No, I don't even.
That's seventh at best then.
Let's actually be factual here. Yeah, everyone knows the top 4, the race for top 4, and it's now top 5. It's not top 4. It's now top 5. Right? The race for top 5. We all know the team that typically scores the most goals and has a decent enough defense. They're more often than not going to end up in that 4th or 5th spot. Right? You can't say that a Man United team that were devoid of finishing quality last season, that were leaving points on the table because their strikers were basically non-entities. You can't say that a brand new front line does not get them dramatically up the table. It does.
Right.
Goals change games. It's
Yeah.
that simple.
Man United would
It
love
is
it.
it's really that simple. I hate saying this for United, but it's that simple. If you add goals to that team, the complexion of that team looks a whole lot different.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Tobes,
What Martin was
as a
saying, he
squad-
added position to the table. The question should have been, Ollie Watkins, is he a goal scorer? Yes or no? And that helps the team. And that's
Yeah, but
it.
he said for my team.
Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
no,
If
no,
Ollie
he's
Watkins
a
goes to
goal scorer.
Liverpool, he's going to
The
get
main
goals.
thing was, you should have told me, is he a goal scorer? Yes or no? And that is the main thing we need.
Yeah, but
We
bro-
lack goals. We scored 44 goals, my friend, last season.
You're going to spend money on a
44
29-year-old, get a goal scorer, and still come 7th or 8th when you could get someone who's
Yeah,
Sesko,
they
who's
could,
22.
but they're going to be in the race.
The problem,
be in the
hold on a minute,
race.
hold on a minute. I am not telling you
the race with
Watkins will be-
Sesko. What race?
Hold on a
What
minute. Hold on a
race?
minute.
What?
Hold on a minute. 1
It's the
second.
same thing.
I am not saying we get Watkins and Man United to solve their issues, whatever. Still need a midfielder, still need a goalkeeper. But we still need to address the problems. Just because you address one problem there doesn't mean you don't have to address the others. You still have to address the striker
But you're
issue.
addressing a temporary problem, though, Saeed. He's 29. So you're going to end up buying another striker in the
It's
summer.
so
You know, Miles.
So
I
what?
would hate for Sesko to go to
I
Newcastle
don't understand. So
under
what?
Eddie Howe
So
and
what, man?
explode, and Man United want to buy him for 100 million in a
Exactly.
couple of seasons. I would love to see it, bro.
Sorry,
I'd love
You
to
know
see
what?
it,
I'll
bro.
give you a fun fact.
Can I say something calmly? Manchester United's position at the minute where they are, right? It's the lowest they've ever been. The stature of Man United Football Club, they've got standards, right? Would it not be better to go out as Man United and have a scouting network, which they haven't got, which is no good, but if they had one, to go out and say, right, we're signing Sesko, we're going to sign Cherke, we're going to sign him, we're going to sign him, we're going to sign him. We've signed young players because we've got a project for the next 5 years to get us back to the top of the Premier League. So we might be there or thereabouts for the next couple of years. Or do they go out there because they've got no dough? They get Watkins who scores them goals, and there's no future plan because in 2 years you've got to replace Watkins. You're better off building from the future to get somewhere. At the minute, you're just plugging holes. These leaks springing up, they're plugging a hole, and that's all they're doing. For a club, listen, I know what you're going to say, but listen, for a club of Manchester United's size, right?
Yeah,
And this is not a
crazy.
mid-table team. This is not a bottom team.
Crazy.
It's Manchester United Football Club. They need a plan for the future, and they should be dining at the top table for the best talent in Europe, not getting other teams scraps. That's my point.
You think
Can I-
Cunningham and
can I-
Boom scraps?
One
No,
sec.
that's the question. Is Cunningham and Boom scraps?
No, you're buying players off Wolverhampton Wanderers and Brentford.
Oh my god! You know what? I'm done, man. Seriously. I'm done.
Can I just say one thing though, Steve? Let's just say they signed Sesko this summer. You're now pinning. Yes, I know they've got Cunha and then Wemmer behind him, but you signed Sesko. Sesko is now Man United's 9. You are the 9 of Manchester United Football
Yes.
Club. There's
And
an
what happens if he
expectation.
bangs, Toby? What happens if he
Yeah.
bangs and he's worth 150
Yeah,
million?
he could bang. I'm not even saying Sesko's a bad player. I think what I'm saying is Sesko is still a prospect. So Man United then have to enter another season of pinning their hopes on a prospect, right? If you were to sign Sesko now, in a season or two, they'd still need to sign another striker anyway.
Can I just mention this to
they
you
make
then?
their
Can I
aim.
By the
mention
way,
this?
there's a scrub from Wolves that they bought Man City called Eight Nuri, but for City,
Yeah, but it's going into an elite team. He's going into
yeah,
an
no,
elite
it's
team.
elite. It's elite. No, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
we're an elite
I get it.
team. We just need a left back, mate. You need a whole new team.
Yeah,
But let me
no,
tell
I
you
agree.
this.
I
You
agree.
just talk about I know you're upset because you're shit, but just let me listen to talk.
You know what it is, bro? You know what it is, yeah? I'd rather listen to someone that's been objective about things, bro.
Yeah,
Because you want to blow smoke up your ass. Because you go on your own channel, Manchester United cheerleading channel. Well, it's
ignoring, it's not scrap. It's Man City.
Right, let me make this point, Toby. Let me make this point.
I just think it's hypocrisy. I don't think based on any evidence or nothing.
We've heard you speak now. You're all angry. You don't want what I say.
Absolutely trust, mate. You know what I mean?
Well, let me just say this. Let me just say this, Toby. This is to you.
Short-sighted,
yeah, Angel Di Maria. Yeah, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Falcao, Ibrahimovic, Igalo, Cavani, yeah, all quick fixes. Where's it got them? Fucking nowhere. So don't listen to the pom-pom boy up there who sits on his channel for all his little matches because he talks bollocks. I've got standards for Man United Football Club, and any real Man United fan in that chat will know what I'm saying. Anyone that doesn't want to listen to that, don't listen to the pom-pom boy with his fucking cheerleading on his Man United channel and go sign Watkins.
I think for me,
don't forget Ronaldo as well, Steve. Don't forget Ronaldo.
You're a hypocrite.
There you go. Set you back 4 years, that. Viva Ronaldo. See you in the car park.
It's fact.
Regardless.
SAEED is short term, man. It's short term, SAEED. You want to get someone like Benjamin Sesko within a few years to become one of the better strikers. It's short term, bro. You've got Mbeumo, you've got Cunha, you've got Bruno Fernandes. If you get someone like Sesko in front of those guys, he's going to provide him with goals and assists.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna get Watkins? My thing is, I'm not hating. Why are you gonna get Watkins?
You know Watkins, by the way, he provided. How many goals assist did he provide as well?
Wait, Watkins wasn't even the only striker he mentioned.
I know exactly. I mentioned Mateta. You know what I mean? He's a very good striker as well. So it's not the only striker I mentioned. So,
all right.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought you was doing a building project, but it sounds like you want a quick fix now with Watkins. For me,
why can't they do both?
It's crazy, man.
Why can't they do both? I don't understand. Why can't they do both? How do you know? How do you know they're not going to sign another 22-year-old in midfield? How do you know
they haven't got any money?
They are broke. I know they haven't got any money. I know they haven't got money.
You don't have money.
Doesn't that make the point worse? Does that not make the point worse? They haven't got any money, but you want them to spend what little money they have.
70 million on a 22-year-old.
On a prospect, and you're banking on that prospect to deliver.
Yeah, but exactly. It's not Chelsea. It's not Liverpool. It's not people who spend money. Chelsea can spend money on Pedro and spend money on Delap. Either one. One might bang, one might not bang. But they've got the money. They need to get it right. So why would you spend money on Watkins? No, Man United need to get it right. Why would you spend money on Watkins? He might get you some goals. Not even might. He will get you goals.
There's no might. There's no might. The proof is in the pudding.
Okay, TOBS, he'll get them goals and he'll take them to where? 7th, 8th or 7th.
Yeah, I'm letting you know, but Miles,
that's the problem you're making. You're pinning their hopes off the table on one player. That's not a good way to look at it.
Exactly.
If they sign Watkins, let's just say they sign Sesko now. If they were to sign Sesko, but they don't get defensive reinforcements, midfield reinforcements, they'd still be screwed.
I've made that clear to you, Miles.
So you think if they get Watkins, they get everything else? They get midfielders.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying either Watkins or Sesko. It's not guaranteed they get everything else. So you say,
right. So this is
get 7.
This is great.
Come on,
you don't pin your hopes on Watkins. So why would you pin your hopes on Sesko? So you don't pin your hopes on either of them. So you just build a team for the future.
We get midfielder. We get a goalkeeper. That's what we do.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, you're not getting all that before this deadline. I'm telling you that right now.
But hold on a minute. But that's what I'm telling you we need. So if Ineos don't do it, that's not on me, is it? I'm telling you that's what we need.
I'm just saying there's 5 teams in this league that's better than them off the rip anyway. So they're not the top 5 is out. For me,
I'm not saying that's what I said to you.
Listen, top 5 is wildly unrealistic.
Then they're fighting with the Villas.
And I've not told you we're finishing top 5.
So top 5, boom, that's gone. Then you're fighting with the Villas. You could be fighting with Tottenham because they want to rebuild.
I know.
Exactly. So and that's with her. All right, cool. Well, if you want to spend that money on Watkins and then you have to rebuy again within 2 years and then be here again, fine. It's fine.
Also, that fifth spot isn't locked as well. By the way,
it's not locked. Yeah, but
we're talking about Newcastle. Newcastle, who have been slapped from pillar to post, and they're on the verge of potentially losing their 20-goal-plus striker. That's a problem. We haven't made the necessary adjustments ourselves. So I don't really get this point. whether we like it or not, I can't rule out Man United for fighting for a top 6, top 7 finish. You can't rule them out. If you can't rule them out, I'm sorry. With no Europe as well.
I'm not ruling them out, Toes, but I think they could get that same finish with Sesko. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, you can't.
So why is
I'm not even saying they can't finish their Sesko.
I find it so strange that Arsenal were interested in Sesko, Newcastle were interested in Sesko, but Man United are too good for Sesko.
I didn't say we're too good for Sesko.
I just find that so crazy to me.
And both teams are better than Man United.
You are such a liar. I swear to God, you're such a liar.
I've literally said, honestly, we've gone down the project striker route, and now
he's about to expose you. He's about to expose you. Don't kick him out.
The little bitch, yeah. That's it.
Whoa. I think Nicholas Jackson would do a great job up top for them. And
shut your bitch ass up, man.
Honestly. Yeah, man, came out, man.
That's my opinion.
He's just positioning Jackson. That's it.
Jackson would be a quality player for them, but they don't listen, so it is what it is. Let me go through super chats and we'll wrap up.
Jackson will be decent for them.
Wrap it up,
Unbelievable.
Man. Shut up, man.
The problem is not about Sesko. The problem is about the price, and he's young. What if he flops, value falls, and then they sell at a loss? Look at Højlund.
They put the price down.
You've got a scouting network for. That's what you have scouts for. You've got to make a gamble on these things. You get players, some work.
Matisse, end it, please.
End it, man.
Please,
yeah,
please.
I
got to do the super chats. One sec. United is a mega player. Huh? What you say?
He's saying he can't even read. Come on, let's go.
YouTube Sinner says United is a mega player graveyard. Every team has flops, but United's graveyard is vast. The United of old would have signed Kane, Rice, Vardy, Gordon, Bowen, all of them type of players and excelled. If your 15th is not the time for a rebuild, I don't know when Chelsea bet on Palmer when they were 12th. Let's surprise you sometimes. Tesco drowns, bro. He got shook off replacing Havertz. I don't think he was shook. I think
no response is allowed. No one's allowed to reply.
Different decisions got made. The idea of United not having money or they are broke is absolute nonsense. Ineos gaslighting everyone with lies and bullshit, saving for the Glazers.
Yeah. Big up whoever said that super chat. Big up to him.
Who's better, Wirtz or Palmer? Says Zed.
Bro, end the team, please. End him, man.
All right. Well, it has been quite a great show today. I think lots of festivities, lots of debates, lots of animosity and energy. Guys, make sure you go subscribe to Miles. You know what I'm saying? He's on From My Left. Are you making your own content as well, brother, on your own channel? What's going on?
Yeah, that's coming now. I'm in the studio now. I've got a house of my own now. So From My Left over there, Forward Studio. So yeah, it's coming, man.
There you are. Guys, go check him out. And yeah, check out everybody's channels, links in the description. We're going to wrap up in a bit, people. Peace.